Welcome back to the channel, my Pathologics. It is I, Scarlet, wishing you all the most Friday of days. Let me tell you guys, I have no idea how this is going to go today. Gets really scared in my video game chair. How's everyone doing tonight? I am continuing to ease myself back into streaming after a little bit of sickness. You're still gonna hear me like sniffling and sneezing a lot during this one. If you were around for Silk Song, you definitely heard me making some kind of noises into the mic. I'm so sorry I just did that at you guys. That was so bad. I've been hanging out here with chat, just kind of like warm myself up for this. We're doing Pathologic Classic, the HD re-release that came out in like 2019, something like that. I don't really know, but I gotta say, going into this, I'm really excited because for the first time in many streams, maybe not since like Killer 7, I have no idea what this game is about. Like, not a single clue. I don't know the premise. I don't know like how it plays. All I know is that it exists and people say it's hard and kind of miserable. People say Pathologic 2, which is like a remake of one of the routes of this game, I think, is like a good game. And Pathologic 3 came out last week. So I figured instead of just diving into Pathologic 3, even if I like don't need context since it's basically just a part of this first game, I figured I would like get some context for what the first game was and why it had to be remade in the first place. So I figured this would be fun. This won't be like a complete playthrough, I think. I just want to like get my hands on it and just like see what it is like, what the game is like. Like for instance, I'm going to play the Final Fantasy VII Remake games one day. Like, I'm going to go and do Integrate and Rebirth and the other... There's like a few other things that they released in that little series. I'll do those too. And it'll be cool and fun. I have played some of Final Fantasy VII Classic. Not all of it, but some. I think I played up to... Gold Saucer, like Barrett's whole like side quest. So I know like what the first game was like. I don't really know like what all was changed in Rebirth exactly. But like either way, like going into it, like I feel like I'll have enough context culturally and like mechanically to know what the hell the deal is with the remake. Kind of like this, I want to have like, you know, some hours in the first Pathologic before going into this new one and evaluating it on those terms. Currently playing Path 2 on my Steam Deck. Hell yeah, Skitty, love to see it. And how's everyone doing in chat tonight? There's some returning faces, some like long old returning ones. Zed Worlds, I don't remember the last time I saw you in chat, but it's nice to see you back. Viscarian, Ace, and Nice Feratu Zero, and KQ Gray, nice to see you too. Actually, you know, Nice Feratu, really nice to see you here. Like a long mutual, but I like haven't seen you in a whole lot of chats until recently. Been really nice. Thanks for coming back. I just wanted to give you some attention there, Rem. Let me look at my shit and get distracted a little bit. Update as to a topic from yesterday. I logged another movie on my Letterboxd. You guys should go check that out if you haven't already. Go. I watch movies, and I wanted to have a place to talk about movies and like pick up recommendations and build a watch list and, you know, show what I'm into to all of you guys. And last night I watched Tangerine, the first movie by Sean Baker, the guy who made Anora back in 2024. I really liked Anora. Like I watched it and it was like, wasn't really sure what to make of it, but like the more I thought about it, I was like, damn, that was pretty good. And I watched Tangerine, and it was also great. I knew that it was made on a much lower budget than Anora, which was also a very low budget. Hi, Tara. Hi. Everyone chat, say hi to Tara right now. And I didn't know what like a budget of under $1 million for like a wide release indie film would look like, but apparently it means being shot on iPhones, having like no movie stars in it, basically, and all being shot on location in just like dingy ass neighborhoods in Los Angeles. And it rules. It's really good. It's like Sean Baker's best scenes are always like when there's like 8 people having like really loud overlapping conversations with each other, just like yelling at each other, and just you're like so stressed out, and like it's just so much drama and explosive energy. Or his best scenes are 2 people in a room not saying a word to each other. It's fucking it's riveting. The ending of Tangerine and Anora are both transcendent, I think. I was talking with Sephi about Anora, where it's like she posits that the movie doesn't give the title character a lot of interiority for most of it, and I think I agree, but I don't think it's as much of a problem, because like you spend all this time like being swept up in all this crazy like drama, and it's all loud and very comedic, and you're not really supposed to be like taking it very seriously for the most part, but then you get to like that last scene and this one big close-up or like static shot, and it's just this deep, quiet intimacy that just draws you in and just forces you to consider the humanity of the people that you've just spent your time with. And every time it happens, I'm like, that's good shit right there. So good. So Tangerine got a 4 stars and a half. Didn't get the 5 stars just because it's not quite as good as Anora, which is really unfair, but still really liked it. Yeah, that's the movie I watched recently. I'm probably gonna watch another one tonight. Here's what I'm thinking about. So there's a couple of movies on my watch list that are like, okay, one of them is a legacy sequel to another movie. And the thing with legacy sequels, like Top Gun Maverick or Blade Runner 2049, is that the time that passes between the release of the 2 movies is meant to mirror the amount of time that passes within the fiction. So like Top Gun Maverick, the amount of time between Maverick and first Top Gun is like canonical to the movie. It is part of the story. And that's the same deal with Trainspotting and the weirdly named T2 Trainspotting. That's the sequel there. Now, I feel like if I'm trying to get the right experience for that movie, I should watch Trainspotting and then watch T2 Trainspotting like in 5 months after I've watched a bunch of other movies, so I can like go to that movie with like the right nostalgic baggage. Really? Conversely, there's the Before trilogy, Richard Linklater's Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, and Before Midnight. Each of those movies has a 9-year gap between releases, and in each of them, it's like 9 years past for the characters also. And it's like, should I watch Before Sunrise, wait a couple of months, then watch Before Sunset, and then, like, how should I do that? So should I, like, really get it on the ground floor with those couple of movies? I'm gonna play Pathologic now. Let me go over here. Oh, motherfucker, I forgot to hit the game capture. I knew there was something I was forgetting. Let me turn my volume back up. And let me check my notice real fast. Real quick. Boo. I am definitely vibing to this main menu music. Okay, got the game capture up. Is it working on Twitch? Is Twitch capture? There we go. That is a now that I'm actually looking at this is a veiny ass arm. You gotta love this. All right, here we go. New game. Huh?
So it's all about trickery to you. Wherever have you come from?
No.
We're just
No.
going right into it, huh? I should turn on subtitles. Are there no subtitles? Are there no subtitles in this game? I'm sorry, chat. That's gonna be a bummer.
I detest trickery, but if we ourselves are to suffer deception, our hands are no longer tied. Where are we?
Well,
Real riveting
muscular
performance.
contraction is there. Means you're already inside of him. This must be one of the ventricles, right?
Really
What a silly
rich environmental detail going on here.
stuff. So it's not real?
What? Well, that was it? Huh? What?
So, it's all about trickery.
Huh?
Wherever have you come from?
No. I detest trickery. But if we
I left too
ourselves
fast?
are
Oopsie.
deception, our hands are no longer
Yeah, let's
tied.
see if anything happens here.
Well,
Oh shit. I made a pot of coffee. I forgot to get some. I'll be right back.
already inside of him.
I knew it.
This must be one of the ventricles, right here.
What a silly place. It's stuffed. So it's not real for now? I don't think it has started yet.
Does it matter what it's made of? It's definitely struggling. We need to perform Sectio Transversalis. Cut the wall. There's no other way out. What else is there to do?
I know what to do. Those who favor hard logic and direct action are bound to be misguided. Only a miracle can set us free without us having to destroy something. And I can do miracles. Just let me.
Will you please be quiet? You're a liar and a thief. Who is going to believe you when you keep lying to
Real
yourself?
riveting
The truth
performance.
is my shepherd. Whatever happens, I will find answers, and justice will be restored. I will perform the operation. Medica morbo adhibe.
Don't you go all bossy on me, clever clogs. You will act justly, but your justice will blind you and become his demise. This calls for the gentle hand of a surgeon. Step aside, both of you.
Your gentle hands are used to killing, not giving life. You will inevitably do harm. As for Brainy, he has no regard for casualties at all.
You fucking tell him. You spitting fats, girl.
Yes.
I got my popcorn.
We'll get along well. But
Like I'm going to the movies.
Any choice is right as long as it's willed. That's the truth of the matter.
Only
I've been getting really into popcorn lately. Does anyone else know about this? It's good stuff.
Stop thinking about yourselves. Think of the sick. He's in pain. I can't see it yet, but I can feel it.
it's not even a trap. It's a grave.
They're still talking, huh?
Sumus. Can't
Do they know
see
I'm here?
the soft spot for it.
I can see that. You're full of hate. Stuffed or not, it's breathing. I can hear it. It can be healed rather than killed.
You mean you won't become a killer? But you will. Mark my word, that's exactly what will happen. But I can avoid it.
No, we won't ever get along. I suggest we be on our way. The sooner the better.
Off we go then?
Let's go. The clock is ticking.
Okay. Oh, so what, were they actually acting? Like, was that meant to be a stage? I can't see shit. Game? I can't fucking see. Alright. Bachelor, Haruspex, Changeling. So which of these routes is meant to be the one in Pathologic 3? Because that's the one that I want to play. Changeling, I guess I can't play her yet. Bachelor. Okay. History of humanity witnessed a number of catastrophes that have demonstrated, without a shadow of a doubt, the pettiness of human achievement and the triumph of the invincible evil. Outbreaks of infectious diseases that have from time to time wiped towns and cities off the map are undoubtedly among those. However smart and virtuous, the people caught up in these destructive events have repeatedly come to the conclusion that it's no use trying to fight these circumstances. The best you could do is bite the bullet and cope with your losses. This is the story of a person who has managed to work a miracle and defeat a seemingly unvanquishable foe.
Daniil Dankovsky, a Bachelor of Medicine, was brought here by circumstances most unfortunate.
Alright.
Dankovsky's life work.
Do you plan to play Patho 2 at all? If I like Patho 3, maybe I will.
Of human mortality is being harshly persecuted by...
This is like our episode 0 for the Pathologic 2 and 3
Suddenly, a
playthrough,
letter
if you think about
arrives
it.
from a colleague suggesting that
Come pick
there
up a
is
coffee.
previous
New York Senator.
undiscovered evidence which may support Dankovsky's claims. There is a settlement, the letter says, ruled by an extraordinary man who may well be seen as objective proof of Dankovsky's daring hypothesis. Grasping at straws of hope, Dankovsky decides to follow what he believes to be the sign of divine providence. Without further ado, he sets off for the settlement. Late at night, Bachelor arrives in the town. As he seeks room and board, he gets to know a girl called Eva Yan and stays at her place till dawn.
I do want to watch the H-Bomber guy video about this, I think, before. Oh, are we in 3x4? Hell yeah. Love that. The aspect ratio is changing. It's just like Glare Obscure. These animations. Oh yeah, baby, 2005. This engine is really something. That is some guy. These are almost like wet plastic looking people I've seen in a game in a while. This is awesome. Hey goblins, how you doing? How do you spill your drink on the digital letter? Great question. I muted my pings, right? I think I did. Oh god, the screen tearing. Oh, I should have fucking turned on VSync. It would have restarted the game. How much time would I have lost? I feel like I have, like... I know that they just explained a bunch, but I still feel like I have no context for what's happening. Tummy! Oh no! White woman! Oh my god. I love that, like, this is how, like, characters would look in animated movies at the time, like, in, like, Final Fantasy Spirits Within or, like, Shrek, and they'd be like, this is the future of cinema. Digital actors are here to replace humans. Ah. Alright. Well, I gotta do a voice for this guy. As of today, my mission remains obscure. The examination of Simon Kane, who is rumored to be a man of incredible longevity, may shake the very foundation of modern thanatology and challenge the existent notions of death itself. However, even if this undying Leviathan proves to be more than a fairy tale, the mere confirmation of his existence won't suffice to prevent the powers that be from shutting our laboratory down. I need to figure out the most fruitful approach. Simon is a well-respected man, and if he mistakes my interest for effrontery, it would be nigh impossible to convince him to help me break new ground in the field of human vitality. No quest, other tasks, alright. Day 1, by the end of which the Bachelor finds himself battling a truly unvanquishable foe. Back in first person. Perfect voice, thanks. Ooh, my this. I want to use my this. I want to use my this. Ooh, drugs, yay. All I know is that I'm facing a nigh unvanquishable foe. Nothing in here. Okay, I can't read that. Max health, half immunity, no hunger, no exhaustion, no infection, no time for sleep. Time is passing. I see that there is a ticking clock that I can't see. Okay, I'm still like trying to figure out like what the fuck this is and how I'm supposed to play. This is a game that could have come out with a fucking manual back in the day, right? Down the door. Here we go. Oh my god, steep stairs. I'm gonna fall and break your ankles. Darren Aronofsky, I forgot your name. It's definitely not Darren Aronofsky. What if you played a white woman? Hello.
I had a feeling you would come.
Did the sounds from the outside wake you up too? There was a terrible groan, and then something snapped loudly.
No, I heard nothing.
I think there are strangers in the backyard, by the pond. They're unlikely to be planning mischief, but I have a bad feeling about this. I'm afraid to go out to them. I hope they go away soon and stop disturbing our sleep.
I'd like to thank you for your hospitality, for board and bed.
I sincerely hope you have everything you need, because I'm very happy to have you here. Daniel, is it?
How do you know who I am?
Glory is a messenger riding ahead of the man. A celebrity from the capital. Bachelor Dankovsky, the founder of Thanatica. The man who challenges death. Of course we've heard about you.
The glory is undeserved yet, but I hope that getting to know your ruler will give you a chance to live up to the expectations.
Death. So that's the enemy you've chosen for yourself. Isn't it hard? I don't think anyone has managed to defeat that evil yet.
Millions of doctors defeated it on certain singular occasions, but my enemy is more fearsome. It is death itself rather than a singular case of death.
I don't understand.
I can barely understand it myself. Could death only seem inevitable to us, but in reality be nothing more than a whim of the will that had shaped this world? That is the question. So, where is the key to my victory?
It's not far. The Canes live in the Crucible on Bridge Square. But could I please offer you a piece of advice?
Go on.
Simon has two younger brothers. The eldest of the two, Georgie, is called the Judge by the locals. Visit him first. He isn't asleep. He'll teach you how to speak with Simon. The youngest of the three is Victor. His daughter, Maria, also wanted to see you. It's probably important.
Was it she who knew about my arrival beforehand?
Yes, she told me about it privately. Talking to her was no simple task. Maria is that kind of person. She puts on airs, but that's just how the Canes are. It was Maria who told me that she would help you defeat death. That's the precise wording. What a coincidence.
All right. Thank you for the advice.
Go, and I'll prepare everything for your return. Do come back after you speak to the Canes. They will probably do a lot of things that will puzzle you and put you on guard. I have some advice that maybe have helped you, if you need it.
Okay, I'll come back. All right. Simon Kane, the man of improper longevity, is waiting for me here. I hope he sympathizes with my request. I only needed living evidence of the impossible. The Crucible, the mansion of Maria Cana, Victor Kane's daughter. The Crucible, the babbly-boo-babbly-boo-boo-boo. Cathedral, Stillwater, Eva Yan's house, Town Theater, Town Hall. So yeah, we'll go here. Oh, is this just an update to my map? How do I... That's my fists! Let me check the controls real fast, because I don't know how to do anything. Okay, forward, jump, space, use is E, torch is F, plague finder is V, sneak is control, reload, inventory, map, diary, letters, okay. There we go. My these, map, there we go, click and drag it around. Okay, there we go. I'm still trying to figure out how this all works. Whoa. Big ass building over here. What the fuck is this? Jesus Christ. Oh my god, there's a fucking, like, tumorous megastructure in town. P. And it's Daniel. Adherence. No adherence. Letters. Ooh! Isidore Barak's message. No idea who Isidore Barak is. Oh my god, this is a lot of reading. How many do I have? Oh, just the one? Okay, cool. My dear Bachelor Denkovsky, It was most disconcerting to learn that the powers that be have the intention of shutting down the laboratory that owes its fame largely to your own research in the field of thanatology. Is it true that your detractors have branded your studies scientifically stillborn? Rejoice, Bachelor, for there is an observable case that would quell the obscurants that reject the research of death, aging, and necrosis as a subject that lacks academic viability. This case, were you to document it, would go a long way towards restoring your reputation as a scholar. The subject in question is Simon Kane, who has ruled the town where I live for as long as I can remember. This man's longevity transcends the boundaries of what is plausible. It is phenomenal, no less, and I struggle to give an explanation of it with what scientific means I have at my disposal. Make no delay. There is a sensational discovery to be made here, a breakthrough that will not only save your laboratory, but also revivify your studies and greatly increase your scientific renown. Your humble servant and faithful colleague, Isidore Barak. P.S. I spoke to Simon on your behalf, and he has kindly agreed to facilitate your efforts. Daring ideas and far-fetched projects are traditionally very well respected in our neck of the woods. Alright, letters, map, my stats, my letters.
My bedroom is warmer than this place.
She scares me. Nothing was happening. Why did she say that? Hey, Ms. Wizard, how you doing? Sorry, chat, I've been kind of locked in, so I haven't really been able to read. Hope you guys are enjoying, the Pathologic book club, I guess.
Yes.
My bedroom is warmer than this place.
Let's go outside! Who the fuck are you? What the fuck? Venerable Bachelor, please be so kind as to linger for a minute. This conversation won't take too much of your time, especially since time stops during dialogues, at least during the important ones. And our dialogue is extremely important. You need to know how to play after all, don't you? Play? What are you talking about, Mask Man? Neither a gambler nor an actor. Of course you aren't. You are a living, breathing man, as is evident from your conditions and statuses. You experience wait. Nope. No. This is all wrong. It's a tutorial voice. It is a fourth wall breaking voice explaining how the game is and using the stats and describing what's happening. So, he sounds like this. Of course you aren't. You are a living, breathing man, as is evident from your conditions and statuses. You experience hunger, thirst, and fatigue. You suffer from pain, wounds, and diseases. You are so lifelike. You have to eat, drink, sleep, and rest, and to make mistakes. The latter being the most definitive proof of my human nature, wouldn't you agree? If I may, I would like to point out just how important it is to keep an eye on your condition. If you get dizzy or unnaturally sluggish, do have it checked up. Vital processes tend to run faster during emergencies than in everyday life. I knew a person who died of stress but was diagnosed with starvation. It happens. I could testify to that as a doctor. Need I remind a wise man like you of the fact that hunger is sated with food? Food can be found in shops, and shops can be found in ordinary houses that are marked with specific signs. Sleep, however, is more complicated. People only sleep in beds and only in private residences around here. I'm sorry, but that's just how our world is. Yes, the world is unjust. And quite silly, if you forgive me for saying so. Speaking of commerce, different shops sell similar items at different prices. Make sure you don't get cheated. people can be quite brazen around here. You can also barter with the folk out in the streets. Some things may be nothing more than trinkets to you, but others would be willing to part with their life's blood for them. Blood? Yes, blood. It's not my place to lecture you, but if following your Hippocratic oath you ever consider easing someone's pain, feel free to just approach them with a suitable drug. You will see their pain receding before your very eyes. The sick fall asleep when they're close to recovery, don't they? Or when they're close to their ultimate rest. Still, helping the hopeless will get you a good reputation. You will be seen as a benefactor, willing to part with a precious sleeping draught or a painkiller for a simple bystander. Anything else? No, not yet. Show me the way to Simon's house. Turn left now, then walk along the alley. You will see a cathedral and 3 mansions across Bridge Square. Simon lives in the one that is closest to the river. Thank you. Okay, so, you said that barter is the most powerful thing to understand in this game. Barter, you say? Make sure you don't get cheated. People can be brazen. Barter with the folk on the street. Okay. Thank you. What the fuck is this? Hello, who the fuck is this guy?
Hold! I'm gonna have to teach you about the technicalities of the setting! The time and place! It's not essential, but that's just how it is! The actor has to be prepared before he goes on stage, or else he'll fall down the aisle or stumble upon the prompt box! That would look mighty silly, wouldn't you agree?
You're going to have to teach me. Are you forgetting your manners?
My manners? There are different manners of life and thought, none of them mine! If anything goes awry, you'll get the chance to witness each of them! That is something you should probably try to avoid! As for now, please forgive my rudeness! I'm in a special position here, and so I have the right to be blunt sometimes!
And who are you?
An actor in a tragic mime show! That's unimportant! Will you listen to me or not?
I am listening.
Time flies by! It can't be stopped or turned back! Nights follow days, which are then followed by nights. Things happen without any regard for whether you're there to witness them. Don't expect anyone to wait for you. Most events can be missed.
And so?
And so, it will make sense for you to visit the places that you care about regularly. You'll find the people that will play major roles in your fate there. They stand out from the common folk. The rest is just a crowd shot, a background, a bunch of extras.
As it has always been.
Indeed! Still, it's best to avoid hasty judgments! It's a paradox, you see! Don't try to care too much for the lives of these bound-to-stand-out people! And don't be too dismissive of the silent crowd! Both extremes will end in tragedy!
Why is that?
This world cares for your reputation! A fine and crucial instrument! Your reputation changes the world, you see! For it is a mirror, wouldn't you agree? And so a bad reputation can get you in a lot of trouble!
For example?
Oh, need I describe? You've got a vivid imagination! Everything changes, from mystical aspects to mundane things, like the people you need treating you badly! How many enemies you've got, how high the prices rise, how bad your dreams are, lots of things!
A sorry prospect. So, how do I maintain my reputation?
Really? How is it even a question? Same as anywhere. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not lie. Thou shalt not betray. Do not steal. Do not covet. Do not be an asshole. Do not get caught. The rules are the same everywhere. A truly selfless deed, like risking something for thy neighbor, or even a person who lives quite far away, can help in a dire situation.
I see.
Really? Good for you, then! As for me, I can't see anything in this mask! I have no idea what's going on! Anyway, don't get worked up about human lives! And don't put too much stock into others' words, mine included! He who trusts everyone is asking to be deceived!
Definitely. Fuck! Oh my god, okay. Jesus fuck. Ah. Ah. God. Oh. I'm never doing that voice again. That was so fucking hard up my throat. I just like, I have to commit to the bit for just this character and that's it. Oh, anyway, so long, YouTube. Why can't I fucking walk? There we go. So turn left down to the, what, cathedral? Yeah, okay. Closest to the river. Bah, bah, bah. Hey, it's a guy. So yeah, I have to be super, super niceys to everybody. This game is a lot of talking. Yeah, I was not prepared for this. Who's this? Who's this guy? Hey, hello, man. This is like a fucking greaser jacket. Are we in the modern day? Anything I can do for you? Anything I can do for you? I'd be much obliged if you could help me to learn how to get around your town. There's more than one town here. The first one is called the Bull Project. Second one, the offspring of the project, is the districts. I mean the residential part itself. Not so long ago, the town also dropped anchor across the river. No one goes so far as to call that part of District 2. It's just the polyhedron. Tell me about the Bull Project. It's the industrial base of the town. The station, the warehouses, the works, the abattoir all belong to it. I wouldn't recommend going there. It's not an appropriate place for a person from the capital. It's filthy there, and the stench. Ugh, I'd say it's not an appropriate place for anyone at all. Didn't think about going there anyway. Say, how come such a tiny town is divided into districts? Well, it just sort of came to be that way. The Gullet and the Guzzle, the Gorkins tributaries, divide the town into 3 parts. Each of them consists of many separate courtyards, so maybe that's the reason. And what are those parts? The lower part, adjacent to the abattoir, is called Earth. The one between the Gullet and the Guzzle we call the Knots. The triangular promontory between the Guzzle and the Gorkon is the Stone Yard. That's intricate. What about the districts' names? The Stone Yard consists of 2 districts, the Bridge Square and the Atrium, plus the Mistress's Tombs, of course. Earth has 4 residential districts, the Skinners, the Tanners, the Hindquarters, and the Crude Sprawl. In the middle... Is something wrong? I'm just not sure you need any of this. The Knots have 7 districts, the Spleen, the Marrow, the Chine, the Backbone, the Mouth, the Flank, and the Gut. I don't suppose you need to go into further details. Surely the Canes will show you around. They are expecting you after all. I just like, Ayo, why the fuck are you asking me this question? You don't need this information. Look at that cathedral. Look how it stands out in that massive skybox. What the fuck is this shadow over here? For a game in 2005, like, the aesthetic here is still very, like, dreamlike. Oh, so that is just a weird, crazy megastructure that just, like, sits there. Just a gigantic swirling effigy. Kind of like how the abattoir is this giant fucking thing. Is there, like, a third? Oh, okay, well, the railway station. And something going on in the river there. Weird symbols on the map. All kinds of shit. Weird place. Anyway, the polyhedron, baby. Is that what this is? This is the polyhedron? Makes sense. Ooh, my these. My these? This town is pretty wacky. Okay, I'm in the right place. Hi, Simon Kane. Or the judge. Ooh, look at these. I'm fucking up your house. I'm fucking up your house. I'm jumping on your shit. I'm fucking up your house. Where are you? Hey, bitch.
I'm deadly tired.
Georgie Kane. Most venerable doctor, it is with great impatience we've been expecting you. You need not delve into the minutiae of your business with us, since our family is well acquainted with your scholarly work. We are also quite aware of the difficulties you are experiencing and well prepared to do our utmost to support you. Hurts me all the more to be the one to inform you that Simon, my consanguineous brother, the keeper, the creator, and embodiment of all that surrounds us, has been murdered. Damn it! Why did it have to happen just before I arrived? Right as I found the chance to prevail. No, that one. I can't believe it. It cannot be! My brother was murdered last night under the strangest of circumstances. But for all the mystery surrounding his death, I'd rather eschew the notion that his departure was connected with whoever had visited Simon that evening. The visitor is a man of laudable rectitude and an old friend of our family. There are witnesses to testify that he and Simon did nothing but converse. Who was the visitor? Someone you know quite well. The man whom my brother saw last night was your colleague, Isidore Barak. Was he not the very person to advise you to come here as well? I would have told you that I'd been brought here by the hand of fate not so long ago, a naive man that I was. Isidore has done more than he thinks. I have a lingering feeling that the time itself is using uncontestable powers to further its own intentions. What do you think? Categories like time, nature, and fate deprive man of responsibility for what goes on around him. I was taught to avoid this worldview. It could be that my mind is clouded by sorrow, but I cannot escape the feeling that your arrival was no coincidence. Your choice was made for you, my dear doctor. Let us not blame fate for it. Isidore wrote to you without making us aware. He took a risk that could have displeased our family. Why do you speak the word fate with such disgust? I prefer the word time, in a fatalistic sense of the notion, of course. So Simon wasn't aware I would come? Even though we were uncertain of when you would arrive, my brother was looking forward to meeting you. The tragedy may have been a consequence of the actions he took in preparation for your arrival. Someone has taken a powerful piece from the chessboard, a piece upon which your position here depended. It is doubly regrettable that Simon was playing on your side. So, you presume the queen knew of the blow and sacrificed itself for a pawn. But why? To grant you victory over death! Was it not your ultimate aspiration? To help you, Simon seems to have played a very dangerous game with fate itself. He went out of his way to provide you with a body of evidence. What did he do? It is of no importance to me what exactly he did. He took another leap for the stars and paid a terrible price for it. I repeat, he was murdered. The subject of importance here is the identity of the murderer. Everything has gone to rack and ruin. Wish I could take vengeance upon the person who ripped the life from this man. You want to help us, Doctor? Find the murderer for us. My brother Victor, who is in the wing next door, would share some of his thoughts on the matter. Help us, and the reward will not disappoint you. Indeed. It seems there are too many coincidences. Your brother's murder can just as well be called the murder of Bachelor Dankovsky. I will help you in every way I can. I'm convinced that if there is anyone at all that can help us solve this puzzle, then it is you. This mission calls for someone as astute and inventive as yourself. If Isidore was an instrument of fate, then Simon's murder is a message that fate intended for you personally. Do not think I am inclined to blame you for that. I am not.
How do you plan to look for the murderer? We will take our own measures. The only thing I expect from you is to be yourself. Do only what you think is required. Whatever you find out, whatever you do, whatever your day turns into, everything is a clue to the solution of this puzzle. I repeat, everything that is happening here is happening on your account. Fine. I'm fine with this course of action. Okay. This is where Victor lives, the youngest of the three Kane brothers. He could tell me more about Simon's manner of death. I think my Daniel voice is drifting. Daniel is very, very self-absorbed, yeah. But everything happening here is really, really supporting that worldview. It's not healthy. It's bad. I'm gonna look at my phone for a little bit just because I need a little reading break. Again, chat, I'm doing 2 solo streams in a row. I usually have Dot and Jordan around. They're off fucking around doing silly shit in their own ways. But I'm like, I am sat down, I am here on my own damn self, and I'm doing a lot of fucking reading. The same yesterday. I did a lot of voice acting for a Silk song yesterday. A lot of very gruff Cockney and Australian accents also. Doing the old sages. How's the chat doing right now? Let me scroll over here. That's not gonna make the game disappear, is it? Okay, cool. The reason this game is so hard is because if kids were able to play it to completion, its impact. Oopsie. Its impact upon the vocabulary of the average 13-year-old be catastrophic. Oh yeah, no, this is crazy. Hey, Mazilvian Cat Girl, how you doing? Sorry, I missed you earlier. Hey, Pokemon Lily, how you doing? I think I missed you earlier. No, I said hi to you earlier. Yee. Anyone else I missed? Anyone else I missed? Hey, Mr. Horizons, how you doing? I totally missed you earlier. Hey. Hey, Chaotic, how you doing? I feel like I've seen you before. How you doing? You've got a sub gifted too. Ah. Hi, Taringerine. How you doing? Taringerine, you'll never guess what movie I watched yesterday. Tangerine. What game is this? Dark Souls 2? Pathologic really is the Dark Souls 2 of the yachts. Oh, my tummy. Oof. Yeah, that's right. Alright, back to the game. What's these are everything that's all the details I'm getting are time coded. Interesting, but I don't see a running clock. Okay, there we go. What? Oops. I didn't know this could happen. Hello. Music time limit reached. 6:12. The mysterious Maria, Victor Kane's daughter, has expected my arrival for several days. She seems to know more about me than I do. 6:43. This is where Victor lives, the youngest of the three Kane brothers. He could tell me more about Simon's manner of death. What about you?
The town will meet its death at the hand of Simon's murderer.
I'm counting on you, Doc. Let's see. Which of the locals could help me? whose words can be trusted. I don't know for how long you will have to remain here, Doctor. You are most welcome to be my guest, even though I won't try to keep you. While you are here, though, and especially since you are trying to find out the truth, it is my duty to offer you a piece of advice. I would be most grateful for it. This remote place has a history of its own. There is not enough time to retell it to you, which is unfortunate, since it is the background of the town that may possibly justify some local conventions that will most likely seem barbaric to an educated person like yourself. What traces did history leave in your society, then? There are 3 truths that rule this town. 3 origins. 3 ideas, if you like. For several generations, these 3 powers have been in conflict with each other. I suspect none of them can exist without the other 2, yet each of them still strives to dominate. Each of them has its own voice, too. Tell me more. These voices are the ruling families, the co-owners of the Bull Project, who have been ruling the town for almost 2 centuries. Each one of the truths they represent is screaming at the top of its lungs, and in so doing, travesties whatever value it carries. Who are they? The first voice is the Seburovs. The second is the Olgimskis. The third one is us, the Canes. We are the 3 heads of one beast. Each of the clans will offer their own understanding of what is going on. Each of the 3 will use their own voice, and the voices of their followers, to lie and distort the truth. We cannot exist otherwise. However, in doing so, we will inadvertently reveal the entirety of the truth to anyone who would listen. You suggest I believe you. I suggest you believe no one. Perhaps I'm the only one of the 3 rulers that would ask you to disregard his very words. If nothing else, I hope it would win me your favor. At least I am offering you honest advice. You should never trust any one of us completely. Neither the Canes, nor the Olgimskis, nor the Saburovs. I do not trust anyone blindly. That goes against my principles. Furthermore, each of us will try to paint a rather ungainly picture of the other 2. Most likely, we will fill you in on the negative sides of each other faction, and withhold anything that is good about them. That is inevitable. None of us will stoop to outright slander, so everything that will be said will most likely be true. But this truth will be one-sided and incomplete. Listen carefully to what we say and take it into account. Your words are a pleasant surprise, Judge. The stories of the evil that the Canes have unleashed onto this world are partially true. Do not feel obliged to act in our favor. As you can see, I will stop before nothing to ensure that an unbiased investigation, the lack of prejudice I want to instill in you, is the one and only reason why I'm making a confession like this. I do not want my brother to have died in vain. I will take your words seriously. Do not worry.
I feel almost nothing.
Is that right, buddy? This is the kind of game where if you get deep enough into it, it will haunt you for the rest of your life. Yeah, there's a lot in here. I'm getting the same emotions that I felt when I first picked up Disco Elysium, where it's like, oh no, you guys constructed an entire world with its own epistemology, didn't you? Let's see. Oh, one more thing. I'd like to examine your brother's body. We have sent for Isidore Barak's most accomplished apprentice. His name is Stanislav Rubin. Quite a resolute and talented man, this Rubin is. I have great expectations of him. He will bring everything you need, and you will examine the body together. I am no pathologist, and autopsy is not my specialty, but I could perform a preliminary examination. I am genuinely sorry, Doctor, but our family traditions were cherished for as long as the family has existed. One of such traditions requests the dead be left alone for 24 hours. The body is not to be seen or touched by anyone. This period of deferral will be over by tomorrow. A curious tradition. Where does it come from? On several occasions, excessive haste has led to undesirable consequences. The phenomenon that Isidore has invited you here to study, it is in our blood. This physiological trait of our family shows itself from time to time. That is quite intriguing. The examination of the body will not help you in any way. This puzzle has to be solved within your own mind. I am not able to, or even allowed to tell you any more than that. Believe me, I am not trying to conceal any evidence from you. The body is kept in the ice house. It is intact, but focus may not be breached. Please take all possible measures to ensure the safety of the body. Anything else you can say?
However brilliant an action, it should not be esteemed great.
Alright, that's all. I think that's all I want to get for now. Bye, bitch. I'm leaving your stupid house. Alright, I'm going this way. Crouch, 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 crouch. Oops. Ah, no, I fucking hit the thing that turns on stinky keys. There we go. He's the prettiest bald man in town on Gorkon. Hell yeah, baby. Love these names, also. I'm in your house. I like that this game has, like, absolutely no quality of life features whatsoever. What the fuck is this? That's a little baby. That's a little baby. I love, like, how, like, the wall art is designed. Like, look at all that. It's cool style. I like it. Smile. Very, mid-2000s. Hey, bitch. Whoosh!
Simon's death is a symbolic event.
The famous Dr. Dankovsky. Your arrival is a great honor for us. Victor Kane at your service. Daniel Dankovsky at yours. I foresee that the things that have become ordinary for us will probably make you feel uncomfortable and disturbed. I would like to compensate for that impression. You know, our small community has fallen out of the loop. Time leaves us behind. What do you mean? I mean the traditions. Games we play with passion will most likely be of no interest to you. The people you meet here may seem eccentric, naive, or even somewhat deranged. Please, take it easy on us. Don't judge us so strictly. I hope you will be able to work in the atmosphere of mutual trust.
Who is it walking upstairs?
How can I help you? Georgie has told me everything. Which is to say, he told me very little, but it was enough to astound me. He maintains he can provide a more detailed account. So, you have agreed to help us? I have. May I ask why? We share a tragedy. I want to exact vengeance upon the one that robbed me and my work of a future. I am prepared to answer any questions you may have. When was Simon last seen? He sent Isidore home. Then, an hour later, he came to this hall to see us. He announced his plans to withdraw to the Focus and receive no one. He told us not to approach the Focus and to fast for a week, partaking of neither meat nor water. Then in the morning he was found dead. 1 second, I'm going to warm up my coffee. Be right back. I warmed up my coffee. They play League of Legends in this town? I can believe that. Alright. My throat is still, like, absolutely shredded from that bird earlier. Oh, I'm fucking gonna blush. I got an anon that said Scarlet's a pretty name for a pretty lady. That's me. Alright, I'm gonna go over here. Dum-dum-dum-dum, dum-dum-dum-dum. Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Where's my this? Is absolutely shredded from voice acting. Help me reblog. How was he found? The servants discovered him in the morning. The room had been ransacked. Everything that was breakable had been broken. His disfigured, contorted body bore signs of terrible suffering. His neck was twisted, his spine broken, I think. No one has touched the body. It is currently inside the focus, and will remain there for the prescribed amount of time. What's this focus place? It's hard to explain. It's his study, if you will. An extraordinarily spacious, creative laboratory. Almost perfectly sealed off, except for the door that was visible at all times. Metaphorically speaking. I don't understand. It's like an equation, or a mirror puzzle. Anyway, the murderer could not have been hiding there, take my word for it. Well, Simon did get in there somehow. He could perform far more impressive feats. There's a reason why the whole town revered him. Tell me honestly, dear Victor. Did Simon exist at all? Bravo, Doctor. There is indeed a spark of genius to you. Alas, yes. Yes, he did. Alas. It is not that I would benefit from his death. Alas, for that would be too simple an explanation. Simon well and truly did exist. That is exactly what's left everyone in disarray. It was so hard for them to accept his existence, yet the thought of his demise is now driving them mad. You are all his heirs. Wouldn't you all benefit from his death? Didn't the old man rather overstay his welcome in the world? His death is a challenge to our continued existence. We are neither insane nor suicidal. Who do you suspect? Just take a look around. Trust your intuition. Do whatever you like. Speak to whoever you feel the need to. Look for the murderer, Doctor, and you will find them. Keep looking till the last breath. I am sure your rational thinking will help you. So, Isidore is the only lead. How can I find him? I'll show you, but you must be careful. Simon's murderer, whoever they are, could not be an ordinary person. I can't imagine them even being a person. I fear it could only be fate, wearing the guise of a mysterious monster. I will be careful. Okay, where's that? Oh. Isidore's place. Da-da-da-da. Let's go see Maria. I want to know what her deal is. Oh no, my popcorn. Almost spilled it. That would have been very sad.
Who is it walking upstairs?
I don't think it can go upstairs. Does this house even have any stairs? Oh, it's 7 bong. Chat, how are we liking the voices? Hello. No, goodbye. Who's this bitch? Oh, fix your posture, my guy. Oh my god. Oh, so why is it that man has all this complex dialogue tree, so many things I can ask him, and woman, yeah, literally man can tell me so many things. Tell me where to find everything around town. Tell me about the town hall, what the tournament area is, all this other useful information. And the first woman I see, nothing. Really? No, you don't want to ask her anything. You think she's so stupid. Ugh. My god. I am playing as a misogynist, aren't I? God damn it. I don't know if I want to do this, everybody. Aww. What's that icon on the top left? It's Maria's place? Ooh, I like this floor. Ooh, Orpl. The lighting in here is all funky. Hi.
It came from below the ground. For many years, we were burying the bones wrong.
These fucking voices.
You resemble an adventurer rather than a doctor. I am an adventurer. I saw you in a dream. Don't flatter yourself. My desires have nothing to do with that. I simply saw you take us all by the throat. Cruel words. But also honest. What's so bad about it anyway? The strong manipulate the weak when they want to. Then it is all in my hands.
Why can't I move on my own?
Now listen closely. The time for collusion, secrets, and alliances has come. I am going to ask something of you. I am not used to that. I'm used to holding the reins. But you are not harnessed, so it will be unacceptable to address you in this manner. I find solace in the fact that my request will be welcome with you. It fits the style of your venture. I'm not an adventurer, and my job is no venture. I hope it never becomes one. I apologize if my words come across as mangled and silly. I am truly not used to asking, but the nature of my request demands complete and selfless humility. Just imagine me begging and kneeling, and believe me, I do feel that way. I kneel myself before a lady as charming as you. Today's death completely ignores it. Love that. Today's death was the first, but it won't be the last. Simon has opened the score of irreplaceable victims. Soon their number will multiply. I beg you to preserve the lives of several people when the lines of their fortune cross yours. Before any of them dies, there will be a moment when you will be able to intervene. I know that for a fact. Who are these people? That doesn't matter. What was destined to happen will happen. You can be whatever you want to be, but not a coward choosing to hear no evil and run away from reality. I will give you a list of those I know. Those people are bound to you. Bound? There is a tight string of power within each of these people. Each of them can break the routine of human existence and become something greater. They are standing on the verge of their humanity, gazing into the realm where they could serve a different, higher purpose, without even knowing it. Moreover, they are bound to make the leap, in one way or another. That's why we call them simply the Bound. But how is their fate bound to mine? Did you say my victory depended on them? How? I don't know. I'm not a mistress yet. The future is not as clear to me as I would prefer. And I can feel... Whoa, my god, hi, Raid! Hello, everybody. I was in the middle of reading a thing and I didn't see that. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Verakas. And welcome to Chat Tilt Control. Let me go over here and... What are we all up to tonight? Everyone, let's go give a little follow to Verakas. What were you doing last? Lost Judgments, Platoon 3. Yeah, what were you up to? Tell us about it. I'm here doing some Pathologic Classic, just to kind of warm myself up to like what the fuck Pathologic is before I play the third game, just to give myself a little bit of context. Let's see. Where was I going? Are you clairvoyant or something? Ah, yes, you haven't been told, have you? It didn't even cross my mind that someone may be unaware of my abilities. No one here dares doubt them, for they are evident. Yes, the mistress of every ruling house possesses special abilities. I am learning to see the future and transform the present. This fact offers your words a different degree of authenticity. Will you comply with my request? Will you save the lives of the people I name to you? Answer me, before going back to Eva. Alright. If it is truly within my power, I'll do my best to save their lives. Okay, these people must live. Fuck. Who the fuck is this last person? Mark looks scary. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7 people bound to me. So I need to keep these people alive. All right. So I've already spoken to 2 of them. Gotta find Andre, Peter, Maria, and Mark. I've already met Eva as well. Mark looks so scary. Okay. You can check this list anytime from now, fortunately. Thank you, Fox Girl Belladonna. How you doing, Fox Girl Belladonna? Why does her fucking dress have why does her dress have nipples? God fucking damn it, 2005 game character design.
The Sabarovs' wait is over. They've always wanted an heir.
We, the Kanes, have always been out of touch with mundane reality. But we are driven by love. Love can be furious, funny, and blind, but there's never a need to make excuses for it, is there? And what exactly did you see in that dream of yours? The one that had to do with me? A truly terrifying battle is ahead of you. If no one has ever told you about your fate, I will be the first. You must know that I admire you in advance, regardless of the outcome. You will fight a foe that few can defeat. Regardless of the outcome? That's right, Snake. You will clash with your foe like a dragon slayer, but your weapon will turn against you. Striking at the heart, you will end up with your own flesh torn. Every drop of blood you squeeze out of that heart will turn into a gulp of yours. If your foe escapes you, penetrates you, or saddles you, you will hear malicious laughter in your ears, and my crestfallen weeping. He who laughs last, laughs best. Also, let me just check. Adherence. Is Maria one of them? Yes, okay. So I just need to find Mark and Peter and Andre. Okay. Are they marked on the map anywhere? Isidore can die. Isidore apparently can die? That's crazy. Should I continue my investigation? Oh yeah, hang on. Anything interesting here? Any new details? Oh my mother of Christ. Not you two again. Alright, hey buddy. How you doing? There is something in particular we feel the urge to warn you about. When you speak to the bound, please choose your words carefully. Do not worry, you will easily be able to make out what kind of a person is standing before you, an observant man that you are. So use that skill when dealing with the bound. Some of them are indeed worth insulting, whereas others need to be treated with utmost respect. If I ever engage in conversations with someone, it won't be for personal gain. Each conversation will bring you a small profit, depending on the outcome, of course. Depending on the outcome. Every line you utter will have consequences. News spreads rapidly around here. If you spoil your reputation in one place, you'll have to reap what you have sown in another. Restore your good name in the south and you'll receive a warmer welcome in the north. They will heed every word you say, and you will be rewarded. Not by means of money, I hope. A handful of money. It's not a dialogue fee, don't get me wrong. Never refuse to take small amounts of money from the bound. That would not belittle you in any fashion, but would rather demonstrate that you appreciate the local customs. Alright, I'll keep local customs in mind. I don't have anything more to say to you. Okay, what the fuck? What should my voice for this guy be? Because I'm not doing the one that I did earlier.
This town is small and rather unexceptional, isn't it? But there are all kinds of people here. The simple folk and the more remarkable ones. The former will tell you more than they know. The latter will tell you way more than they're ever going to let out. Keep a close eye on them. Your victory depends on it.
And who are these remarkable people?
There are 20-something of them, easily distinguished by their lodgings or their presence. They're called many names: the Bound, the Fated, the Adherents, the Gobos Tagor, the Town Circle. Simon preferred their company to any other.
Is that a sect or something?
No, there used to be a pagan game called Tagor, the roundelay of sorts. A Tagor means a kin circle, and Gobo is a character from a local epic, and so the people that Simon was interested in the most were called the Gobos Tagor. Some of them don't even know one another.
How did Simon choose them?
Because it is they that will decide the fate of this town. Don't be distracted by the fact that some of them look insignificant or disreputable. They will earn their worth, so you just give them time. They're the most important joints of the town.
Why are you telling me all this?
Each day, one of them will try death by the tooth. Each will put their life at risk, and each one that dies is important. Some of them may take their keys to victory to the grave. Mind that the keys are yours while the grave is theirs. Others will do the opposite. Don't waste your chance to condemn someone who may get in your way.
How do you know what is helpful and what gets in the way?
Okay, all right. Dropping you more hints will be cheating. Shutting up now. Allow me to conclude then. Each bound you save will influence the finale of your adventure. Each of them has their own goals and motives. It may so happen that those who seek a different ending survive, and then, well, you've been warned.
Okay, I'll take that into account and will be careful.
The way that this game just outright tells you, hey, depending on who you save, you'll get a different ending. Another Muppet hits the scene. he's pretty Muppet-like. He is pretty Muppet-like. What the fuck is that? It's a big old wagon. Alright, where am I going? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go next? See Isidore, I guess? Yeah, let's go see Isidore. Since it's our only lead, we gotta move this shit along. Okay, what is the icon at the top left? Oh yeah, what's my inventory look like? Scalpel. I've got gloves. I've got some Meridorm, some morphine, some alpha tablets, a tourniquet. I have water. I have kerosene. I have $1,000. Everyone's still alive. No one died in the last hour. Empty bottles required. Can I sit on this bench? I can't sit on the bench. This isn't a bench game. That's so sad. Yeah, I toned the fuck down on my executor voice because the first one that I did like nearly killed me. This is no time for sitting. I was gonna say, I was saying earlier that like this aesthetic still like feels like really, really dreamlike. Like it's not the most like, even for 2005, this game like is like still a little bit behind graphically. The homes are a little bit too boxy. The humans are a little bit too rigid. Like the Half-Life 2 faces are so much more lifelike than this, and that game came out a year before this. And this is an HD version. So who knows what the original looked like? How about you? Literally all man can tell me about is just the same stuff. People think Morrowind looks like this. I wouldn't know. I haven't played Morrowind. But from what I understand, Morrowind looks a little better than this. It like the look of everything make it like it has such like a dreamlike atmosphere to it all. I'm getting a little hungry and exhausted. Reputation's still solid. Should probably eat somewhat soon. Who are you? Oh no, you're just another man.
All minute the same dialogue, just like in real life. You're so right. Oh, it's Carouser. Oh god, look at this freak. Ooh, how ferocious Mother Nature is, for 'tis her wrath that is to be withstood. Oh, friend, if only I could wet my whistle. I'd gladly give you anything on earth in exchange for a gulp of chilly spring water. How about we barter? You have your water and I'll have bandages. I have water? And you have bandages? Do you have my fucking bandages? Bitch, do you have my fucking bandages? How the fuck do I do this? I don't know how this works. These controls are so stupid. What? I don't have any water? What do you mean I don't have water? Look at my... I literally had water earlier. It's gone now. He fucking took it. He took my fucking water. I don't have it anymore. That's so stupid. I totally fucking had water. Did I drink my water and I didn't realize it? I fucking had water. Ay, ay, ay. Man, this place sucks. Is there like a place I can buy shit? Willows, pub, rod, houses. Railway station. Yeah, I'm trying to find, like, are there stores like highlighted on the map? The shelter, town hall. I mean, we could try, but we could check out the town hall. We can't go with the town hall. I'm lost again. Also, I think this is the town hall. Yep, this feels pretty town hall like. It's a tiny little clock. It's a little itty bitty guy. Not much in here. Oh, it's 8 bong. Later, Veracus. Yeah, stop by more often. Make sure you're in the Discord. You'll get pings on when I go live. You know, follow the socials and everything. Hopefully see you around. Thanks for sending your people here. We'll be doing some Silent Hill F on Sunday. That'll be a really fun one. And other exciting stuff too, assuming I can keep my keep my health up, keep my stream schedule up. Might be starting Alan Wake 1 soon. Now this guy. Go drink from the river, asshole. Hey, bitch. Look at this fucking guy. Oh my god, he looks so funny. Is there... I don't understand how this barter system is supposed to work. Okay. Okay. Okay, I see. I understand. How do I get water? I see more people playing Patho and going, what is going on in this wretched town? Yeah, this is a weird place. It has like very distinct vibes. I'm really drawn to the energy of this place. And I cannot wait to see it in the remake, in Pathologic 3. Like, if people say Pathologic 2 is like an actual good game, then I'm really excited. Water bottles can be found in various containers. Rummage in the trash and fill them in the... Okay, cool. Thank you. I don't mind the tiniest bit of backseating in games like this where I would have no fucking idea what's going on. Hey, Semperov, how am I gonna meet that guy? We're gonna examine the body together. Are you a man? You look way too busted to be man. You're a factory worker.
So, here we are. Once again, no one's asking us. Got a smoke?
Take a look here. Can you repair this device for me. He keeps missing the target from 3 yards away. And sharpen this blade too. Alright. And ka-chunk. Thank you, I think. Yay! Durability to the max. Patho 2 feels similar to this in vibe, but it's a lot more playable. Yeah, I'll be honest, like, I feel like I'm walking through molasses right now. Don't get me wrong, I am, like, obsessed with, like, the vibes here and, like, what is going on here. There is a certain vision that doesn't quite fit the format. This really, I strongly feel that this should have been just like a pure text CRPG. Like, if this were like an isometric RPG, I would fucking love this game. But it's this really awkward first-person game because we're trying to, like, be immersive or whatever the fuck. It doesn't really work. What the fuck, we got Gex? This fucking sexy lady dance. God, a fucking mid-2000s game looking ass. Okay, that's a cool piece of wall art, but what has this guy got going on?
That's it. There's nothing left here. Run. Run!
Hey, I think this is one of my bound, actually. I see the dust of my beloved capital at this man's feet. Ta-da! I bet you must have just met me. Wait a second. The uni, weren't you juggling knives on the table? Remember the time I got the better of those bastards, eh? And you sat there all quiet, but when the tables went down, you grabbed the shooter. Yeah, I remember. Very brave of you. Those are the days. And look at me now. Those were the days indeed. Dankovsky, in case you've forgotten. And you are... Andrei Stomatin, sentenced to death in 4 countries at your service. Rejoice and sing, those of you who are not looking for me to die. What were you... Oh, let's see. What were you sentenced to death for? You're not gonna believe it. For my creations. The Downsgate, the Alley of Heroes Ensemble, the other stairway round. The house was specifically renounced by the World Association of Architects. Even though it's always been my little brother and me, I'm usually the one who take the beating. Oh, thank you for the follow, Fox Girl Belladonna. Fox Girl, how'd you find the channel? By the Tumblr, by the Discord? Really? I didn't know all those were your works. It's an honor to meet you.
What?
Now is not a good time to talk. However important the matter. Nothing important. I'm just doing the rounds. All right, so this is one of my bound, I think. All right, now we just got to meet Peter and Mark. How's my meters? A little hungry, a little exhausted. I do have a bed back at Eva's house, right? What can you give me? Hey, motherfucker. Whomp. What do we got? Coffee, New York, Staten Island. Tureen, yummy, yummy, yummy. Bronze bracelets. A flower. Bone necklace. And a gold ring. Any of these things I actually need? I'll buy some coffee. I'll buy 1 coffee. Fucking elf-ass bartender. Yeah, what's up with your gay little ears? Oh, big Patho fan? Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to get into this. Patho 3 is gonna be really fun for sure. I got me some coffee, New York, Staten Island. I'm running low on cash. I gotta get some, like, for real food. Yeah, let's see, check the map. Oh, Andre Stomatin's pub. Yeah, literally fucking his shit is labeled. Have the Peters over there. Then what's my last guy? Factory buildings. Grace.
Band Grief. Ruben, Town Theater. Is my last bound literally just a fucking, like, vagrant? I can't see a house with his name on it. Yeah, is Mark just, like, a fucking, like, vagrant? Patho 2, it is tough on the, even on the intended difficulty. I see. Interesting. What's that? I just came from that place, didn't I? Alright, getting lost, getting lost. Let's get a bowl on it. Oops, are we locked? Yeah, doesn't say. Whatever the fuck this place is supposed to be. He doesn't live in a house, per se? Interesting. What the fuck's up with this song? Alright. How do I get around? Here we go. Almost there to Isidore's house. It's almost 9 a.m. Oh, I think I was supposed to enter from the other side. Oopsie. Yeah, this is such an insane, like, atmosphere. Oh, you got goons outside?
Hey, patrolman. A foul murder occurred here this night. No unauthorized access allowed. Inspecting the crime scene is strictly forbidden until further notice.
Who was killed?
Well, you're not a local, sir, so you're unlikely to understand the loss we've suffered. Isidore Barak, a great surgeon, a benefactor to us all, and an all-around skilled doc. An outstanding man, beloved and well-respected by us locals. Does it really always have to be the very best? What a foul time to live in.
Motherfucker. So, my only lead has been killed. That's great. That's awesome. Oh shit. Sneeze coming. Bleh. We don't have to keep Isidore alive. Oh my god, so when I said that, you're just sitting there like knowing that he was gonna be dead. That's so funny. Yeah, I feel like a fucking fool right now. I'll be so real. That's hilarious. Huh. Whoever killed our only doc must surely be looking to get us all killed. Isidore could cure anything. He also knew how to make cuts or incisions, because he was a warden. He knew his lines all right. Like I said, it all makes sense. Whoever killed Simon took Isidore's life too. This is merely the beginning. Only the beginning? What makes you so sure?
See, this murderous deal is all mysterious. There is a talon stuck in the victim's chest. Go ahead, bend your arm at the elbow, good sir. Yeah, like that, there you go. That's how long it was. It broke off. There was dust on the floor, for the deceased had been a renowned stepwalker. And the dust was all covered in hoof steps and, like, traces of a sharp bone, I guess? As if someone was using a walking stick around here. I'm telling you, it's her. The Shabnakadir. The Clay Man-Eater.
I want to inspect the building.
We've been assigned to this post by Alexander, the head of the Sabgarov family. His house is in decline right now, but it's still very powerful and very much respected. For it is they that's been responsible for maintaining worldly order and public safety in the town since olden days. Please kindly address your concerns to him. That's their rod. You must take that road up there to get to the Cape. As for me, I'm not authorized to let you in. You should have said so from the start.
Okay, going to Sabirov's place. I'm a clay man-eater. I only eat clay man. What do all those glyphs and icons mean? They keep popping up on screen. What the fuck is going on over there? That's a fire. That's, some kind of bullshit. Oh my god! Hello? What the fuck? Wow! Wee-hoo! Yay! Woo! Yay! Woohoo! Wee! Wahoo! She's just gone. No more body. That was fucked.
Oh dear! Oh dear! What have you done? How is it? This was no Shavnak. That was a girl, a living girl.
I don't have anything nice to say, apparently. Hope you'll find yourself in her place as soon as today. I hope you fucking die, stranger. Wow. Yeah, this place is pretty bleak. Oops. Streamer cheers for mob justice. Yeah, what the fuck was that about? Daniel was very rude. He kind of sucks. This is the guy I'll be playing as in Pathologic 3. Man. Alright. There we go. Just down the road. Okay, anything new in the trash? Nope. I'm super lost. I hate how fucking often I have to check my map, seriously. Oh, hey, are you... You look like... We know all about you. Aren't you a lively gal? Shall we barter, perhaps? What do you got? Why do you have rifle ammo? Why do you have rifle ammo? What? I'm sorry? You want my bone necklace? I have a 1 bullet now? I guess? What? Why do you have that? Kids do just collect random shit, it's true. What do you have? Why do you all have bullets? Why do you all have bullets? That's so funny. Oh my god, that's hilarious. That's crazy. You can get drugs for the kids too? What goes on with the children in this town? What the fuck? We're all about the ancient traditions and the local customs. By the way, we let our kids run and rummage around in the dirt to pick up empty heroin needles. You know, just for fun. That is so fucking funny. That's hilarious. That's, oh my god, that's so good. Oh, unsupervised as fuck out here. Oh, hell yeah. I gotta say, love the interiors in this game. Like, they're not like complex, but they're much more vibrant than outside.
This Haruspex is trying to prove his innocence. It's a no-go.
Haruspex, isn't that one of the other guys we could play as? So, I finally get to see you. Yes, you really do look like a messenger of sorrowful times. In any case, welcome to the Rod. Our meeting is quite significant in a way. Facing the challenges with open eyes and taking their first blow is my duty. I probably shouldn't be snacking. Well, there's so much dialogue to read, so no more popcorn. Take my time. Okay. Do you think we're on the verge of an especially unhappy era? New grim events have clouded our existence since last summer. The country has cured its war wounds. Commercial communications have been repaired. Astrologists expect nothing ill. Do you hold astrologists' opinions in high regard? Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to, sir? I am a ruler. Astrology can be very curious, but I cannot allow it to influence my decisions. I have to act according to factual circumstances. Would you agree? Definitely.
Yes.
So, you've come to meet with Simon, haven't you? What can I do for you now? I was actually invited by Isidore, who came to meet with him first and foremost. But now it turns out that he's been murdered, yes. Looks like the murderer is always one step ahead of you, doesn't it? The same one that took Simon's life, too. At least, that's a conclusion suggested by the information at my disposal. Same pattern, same signature. Were there any traces? Look, I haven't been there myself. I'm quite content with interrogating suspects, especially since we already know who we're after. You can join the hunt, by the way. I can describe his features. Who is it, then? You wouldn't believe it. His own son. The fellow came back after being away for quite a while. Oh, hell. Sorry. Oh, I choked on spit. His father had sent him to study surgery when he was but a greenhorn. Quite a lot he has learned, huh? A wandering scholar turned evil to the bone. All of that just to grab the inheritance. So, what, did Isidore leave a fortune? I have no idea yet. His belongings are being evaluated as we speak. It's not about money, though. The steppe people's idea of heirship still comes with those ancient connotations. Tribal ethics. The next of kin not only inherits things, they inherit knowledge, fate, power. Such motive is incompatible with the student of medicine in my mind. It's in their blood. Oh well, the outlaw will show his true colors soon enough when we catch him. He'll explain the motive himself. How do you find him? In all honesty, it's hard to explain that to an outsider like you. Do you believe in such a thing as clairvoyance, bachelor? Of course I do. Well, you should get to know my wife, then. Or better yet, those who have already had opportunities to witness the power of her prophecies. Former doubters, first and foremost. Rationalists. She's got something to say to you, too, by the way. So, your wife called out Isidore's son specifically? Not specifically, no. But it all adds up, and the circumstances of Simon's death make you wonder, too. Isidore's son arrived here last night. The timing speaks against him. It even matches the time it takes to get from the Crucible to Isidore's house. What about the motive? He's the type that needs no motives. Students these days know nothing of virtue and ethics. And a medic, too. Humans are just hairless animals to them, and not even, or even a harmful virus or even a harmful virus infesting the environment. Cynical bastards. Oh, but I do apologize. Don't mean to offend you, even by extension. Let me check chat. Let me see how y'all are doing. I see some message. Doc asking me got any family history of illness, and I inform her that I have inherited my father's fate. Oh no. Hey Kayla, how you doing? It's great how this game's time system is the inverse of Disco Elysium. Talking is free, but every other movement costs time, or in Disco Elysium, like every line of text costs time, but moving around is free. I actually never noticed that. Back to the game. I see you like generalizations. I wouldn't be so quick to accuse the junior Barack. So you'll keep looking for Isidore's murderer? I will. Is there anyone that can help me with that? There were a few good analysts in our town. Everyone is more or less superstitious here, except for one Yulia Yuricheva, perhaps Yulia Yuricheva, perhaps. A most level-headed and reasonable person. The only person to remain skeptical about Katerina's talents, too. Without a shadow of a doubt, she has her own picture of events. She always does. What is this, Yulia? She came here with an engineering team when the town was being rebuilt. Did logistics, maybe communications, not sure. They said she's a true expert in her field. Smart, yes, a polymath. Then the team left, but she stayed. She has my respect, but not my fondness. Very well, I will speak to this Yulia. The intelligent Yulia lives here. She may be my only ally in my attempt to put the fairy tales of this backwards place to the test of algebra and physics. The Trammel. Yulia, your fucking hell, this name. You reach of his house.
No, I can't stand it much longer.
So, you've come to meet with Simon, haven't you? What can I do for you now? Who are the people guarding Isidore's house? Those are volunteer patrolmen. We usually keep around 20 of them, but I've increased the number recently to 150 or so. Really? Why do you need so many? There's unrest in the termitory. If I weren't certain that Isidore has been murdered by his son, I would even consider the crime to be politically motivated. Isidore was preparing to take over the kin and become his leader, at least according to the information I have. What is the kin? The steppe people who work in the abattoir, many of the factory workmen. An ignorant patriarchal pile that hasn't changed much since the Stone Age. They look human enough, but if you look closer, they're just beasts. Believe me when I'm telling you that I am not snobbish in the slightest, but there's good reason to call them that. I see. I don't think you're aware of the fact that Isidore came to me last night, just after he had returned, and warned me that there was some ominous events ahead of us. I took that as an unofficial warning about his upcoming takeover. Curious. Thank you for telling me this. I think that's all I'm gonna get from him for now. Let's check my where's my, oh yeah, my this. Today's quest. In pursuit of a killer. To find out who killed the immortal Simon Kane. The dead man's own family may not want it more than I do. I have an abiding desire to punish the murderer, to eradicate them, no matter if they were acting on their own account or the behest of the powers that be. Whoever they were, they picked the moment far too well. My gentle associate, my selfless advisor, Isidore Barak, was the last person to see Simon Kane alive. If it wasn't for Barak's guidance, I never would have come to this backwoods domain. All the more reason to start my pursuit with him. Isidore Barak was murdered. The local authorities have sealed off his house. Alexander Seburov, the head of the Seburov family, is taking control of all proceedings regarding law and order in the town. The Seburovs are one of the 3 families that govern the town, and Alexander was the person to take immediate measures after the discovery of Isidore's body. If this Yulia Lyuricheva, fucking hell, I'm sorry everybody, is genuinely capable of rational thought, then she is more astute than the majority of her contemporaries in this town. There are those who would believe that if I am unable to pinpoint the murderer by nightfall, then I am destined to become the next victim. If my encounter with death is so inevitable, then I should prepare myself for it. As ludicrous as it may be, the thought sends a chill down my spine. I'm trying my best to keep my Daniel voice consistent and not drift like too far into like my brooding like Silver or Batman, but it is a little it's a little tricky. It's difficulty. I'm trying to get that like broody, detached, like academic vibe without just like doing my like if you remember my Dredge sessions from a couple years ago, the voice that I did for the Collector. The one that people said was hot. Sorry, the one voice that I've ever done that people have said is hot. What? I'm sorry. What the fuck's going? What's going on here? Huh? I saw that this was like a ruined place earlier, but like how is it like intact in that way? I'm sorry. Let me take a look at this. Hope I don't fall and break my ankles. Be careful, Daniel. I'm sorry. How does this work? Excuse me? How is this not collapsing? There's like no supports. Excuse me? I'll be careful on the impossible staircases. Yeesh. One sec. Oh, big sneeze. Andre and Peter built these. Okay. Yay. Oh. Every time my bag shifts, I'm like, oh no, it's gonna fall. Oh, no. Have I already been to this shop? Yes. He had needles for sale. Jug. Goodbye, bitch. Just make sure I'm going the right way. It's literally like over this way. Also, what time is it? 9:55. Okay. When did I talk to Sam? Oh, wow. 9:20. It's taken me a really long time to cross the river and get over here, huh? Damn. Also, my shoes are getting, getting a little degraded. Yulia, where are you at? Bong.
I'm afraid it's natural. Simon was doomed.
I like the look of her. 1 second, please.
I seem to have lost any capacity for observation. My mind is out of tune. Things no longer add up. Before, I had no trouble forming a trustworthy tessellation of the most imperceptible contingencies. Now I simply cannot get my head around it. Could it be that I am dying?
It happens when people are tired. You probably haven't slept for a while, have you? Oh no. Herbitiverne is in blossom, I grant you, but then it blooms every year. Every year the steppe is filled with its stupefying vapors. The issue I am having, however, has nothing to do with fatigue or perplexity. It is just that I've lost my ability to make distinctive events coincide. What herb is that? No matter what preternatural traits that the locals ascribe to it, Twire is all heady aroma, a bunch of superstitions and remarkably little else. It has psychoactive properties, after a fashion, but then so does simple wormwood. Visions caused by ingestion or belladonna or jimsonweed are much more fascinating than what Twire has to offer. It's a pity I'm not a botanist.
I'm afraid I'm of little use now.
Big old chucky lips. So, you have traveled all the way here only to find that both people you wanted to see were brutally murdered? Is that how the story goes? I do hope that your visit is not in any way related to those most unfortunate circumstances. I have to find whoever it is that killed Isidore and Simon, and wanted to ask for your help. Sabirov told me you have a gift for all manner of investigative inquiry. I am certainly no better investigator than you. I never had a chance to search for a murderer before. The best I can offer is to fill in the blanks with whatever mysterious supernatural entities seem most fitting. Shabnak Gadir is a simple man's scarecrow. I would have followed a different narrative. What kind of narrative? Consider the circumstances of his death. They said Simon had locked himself up in the evening and consequently died in the morning inside the mansion, in a chamber with some peculiar name. In this case, I would suggest that Simon was poisoned. By the Canes, I would have thought, but I know their family all too well. Their mutual loyalty is only rivaled by their arrogance towards anyone who is not one of them. They hold the princely sage who stands at the head of their family in highest esteem. They believe that a single dishonorable act will tarnish their name for generations to come. I doubt any of them would have stooped to this, no matter whether they wanted to or not. Poisoned. How did you arrive at this conclusion? I don't believe you understand what "he died in focus" really implies. Do you know what the Canes refer to as focus?
You don't seem to grasp the semantics of the term. These are the Canes for you. These kind of innuendos are their forte.
Well, what is this focus then?
The focus is anything but an abstraction. Quite the opposite, in fact. It is governed by mathematically rigid regularities. You see, no one but the owner of a focus may get inside. This can only mean that Simon had brought the killer with him, or rather, within him, since no physical object may be brought into focus either.
How do you know that?
Who doesn't? The Canes are notoriously passionate about all manner of synthetic anomalies. They will never pass up the opportunity to devise a construct that would allow them to warp space, challenge physics, or manipulate optics. Metaphysically, a focus can be compared to a camera obscura. Do you know that the name is not unfitting? No, it is entirely impossible for someone to get inside.
A curious conclusion, but an incorrect one. Simon was found disfigured and bleeding. His bones were broken.
Is that so?
One sec. Sorry, getting distracted. I'm gonna rebog my shit.
Well, this does introduce a different perspective. Did you say Isidore was the last person to see Simon? The question is, who did he see before? The sun had not yet set when Isidore returned from the steppe. However, he came to Simon well after midnight. The question naturally arises, where did he spend the missing few hours?
This is why I'm trying to trace Isidore's steps. I want to walk the same route. Don't get me wrong, though.
Was Isidore seen with Sabirov by any chance?
He was. He warned Sabirov of an upcoming storm.
All right. Let me suggest, then, that while he was in the steppe, he saw or learned something that he wanted to report to all three ruling families. In this case, either the Olgimsky family should have been on his itinerary, especially since Barak was one of their own men.
Really?
Definitely. The Bull Project, from the abattoir to the railway, is controlled by the Olgimsky family. If Isidore's discovery had anything at all to do with the kin, Isidore would have certainly related to Vlad. So do make sure to pay a visit to the lump. That's the name of the Olgimsky mansion. Another fitting name, wouldn't you agree?
Thank you, Yulia. What would I do without you?
10 o'clock. This is the lump.
The mansion belonging to the Olgimskys, a family of factory owners. The 50-year-old Vladislav, its house father, is called Vlad the Heavy by the locals for his bad temper.
I'm going to do the lump reblock. Me when I'm on my way to the local lump. Chat, how am I doing this correctly? Am I doing okay? I feel like I ought to check in on my these. See how my original folks are doing. Anything else we can talk about?
This girl is a changeling. She's not the murderer.
Oh, hey, the changeling.
I doubt I can do it on my own. Tell me plain and simple.
What do you make of all this? So I have heard. A wisecrack I know says that while you are trying to complete the portrait of the killer is busy painting yours. Hilarious, is it not? The hunter becomes the hunted. How long does a single day take in this game? It seems to take a pretty long time. However, to put it bluntly, you have become the keynote of this particular plot. The intrigue is so rich it will keep you busy for a week, if not longer than that. What would you do if you were me? If you want my advice, I wouldn't trust what our feudals tell you. The perpetual triangle of influence means that every party concerned will do their best to use your authority to their own benefit.
I'm not that conceited. Perhaps people of lower standing would not try to use me.
It is more likely that people of such standing will be much too scared to cooperate. Given your position, you may want to try your luck with the shadow cabinet of local nobility. The women of influence. They know much more than the simple townsfolk, yet they care much less than the families in power. Who are these lady aristocrats? Lady aristocrats. Such a way of saying it will be of relevance strictly within the specific context of values and perceptions characteristic of a backwoods hole like ours. The catch is that the aristocracy is not defined by birthright here. Rather, the status is granted by the degree of enigmatic fascination that a woman is possessed of. Questionable background, audacity of demeanor, you know, this whole assortment. Do tell me who these affluent ladies are. Lara, Eva, yours truly, and last but not least, Maria. I wouldn't listen to Katerina if I were you. Her morphine habit has turned her into a walking corpse. The others, however, are liable to deceive. You don't like being lied to, do you? Can't say I care all that much. But I can't stand it. It's better to die than to lie. I see. Perhaps you like being played with, then. Even less so. In this case, Maria seems to be your best bet. She is too arrogant to lie and too respectful to dare play with you. You should value the affection of someone this proud. But I digress. What is your intended course of action? It depends. It seems the Canes have been so considerate as to promote me to the rank of bait. There is no need for any special efforts to play that role. The main thing is to be available. Bong. That wasn't... Okay, that was just like leaving conversation. That was like another hour passed.
Through the capricity and tenuity that the world seems to be made of.
You managed to find out so much about me in 1 minute's talk. That was it. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to talk to her about right now. This game looks fucked. I could thrive in the political theater of the town on Gorkin. Mysterious women got immense power. Hell yeah, baby. Let's see, is this Laura? Okay, well, we'll stop by Laura, then we'll swing by our original folks here, and then head to the lump. Yeah. And we still have yet to find the last of our bound. Oh, children. Oh, I gotta walk so many fucking distances. Oh my god, you're so small. What's in your pockets, pumpkin? Why not? Sure, let's see what you got. You've got a lockpick and alpha tablets. Why do you have lockpicks? Want my bullet? Do I have anything I can give you? I don't have anything I can give her. That's so sad. I gotta get to a store and buy some random bullshit. I think that's why. Oh, it's raining. How about that? And that's what the that was the meta with the bone necklace for sure. Hello, child. Do you have any bullets or maybe drugs? You do have bullets, baby. Yeah, pumpkin is pretty cute. I do like that. How about you? What do you got? My heart is crying for my poor children. Oh no. Oh no. Of course, he just fucking walks up to random women on the street and goes, hey, can you sew my shit, please? Hi, stranger. Sorry for your troubles. Can I have a sandwich? Shit, it's like some poor woman will be like, my poor little Beatrice has become addicted to morphine, and then Dan will be like, yeah, I like honey mustard on my sandwich, please. Oh, hello. I said hello. Why can't I talk to you? You look interesting. You look like a guy. You look like some lady. You look like some lady. I can't talk to any of you. Okay, there we go.
No.
Hey, Laura.
A town like this can't give birth to a killer.
You are the person that came to Maria Cana in a dream. I recognize you straight away. My name is Laura Ravel, and this is the shelter. You are always welcome. You're always welcome here.
Why is your house called the shelter? Well, it is empty at the moment because everyone is grief-stricken. But I usually have a lot of guests. The doors of this house are always open for my friends and for the friends of my friends day and night. Was I recommended to you by Maria? Is she your friend? Let's be friends now. I prefer being friends with everyone. You always have guests, but your face looks sad. Well, yes. I'm the mistress of this house, after all. That doesn't mean I'm a mistress, mind you, not with a capital M. I will never become one, but I can also serve the people to the best of my ability. Who are the capital M mistresses, then? The mistresses of the town. We call them the Dream Mistresses. Kana, Olgomskaya, and Sabirova. And after Victoria's and Nina's departure, it's their daughters who are trying to see the future. They are far less impressive than their mothers for now, of course. Maria is probably the best. It's good to see the children continuing the life work of their parents. Why are you frowning? I'm just in a melancholic mood. We were way too used to playing the game of tragic predictions. I'm trying to arrange everything back to order. I'd be happy to help you if I can.
It is not so dangerous to do wrong to most men. As
I know
to do
you're
too much good.
I know you're a doctor. A wonderful one at that. A celebrity medic. Everyone in our town knew that a famous doctor was coming here. I'm very glad you really have. Because I want you to do a certain good thing. Can I ask a favor of you?
Please do.
A few years ago, the child death rate went through the roof here. 6 people died in a week. 10 or so came down with serious illness. It made us worried, but unfortunately, we couldn't find the cause straight away back then. In the end, it turned out that children were dying because of a game.
What in the world? What kind of a game kills children?
They were playing... what do they call it? Well, it was some kind of medical game. They were stealing medicine from the adults and making some diabolical mixture out of it. Then they healed each other with it. Back then, the game just faded into obscurity, but now I've heard they were contemplating doing it again. Someone has already been poisoned.
What can I do? I'm no poisoning specialist. I could do an examination, of course, but...
No, it's much simpler. There's a house somewhere in the town, either abandoned or just unoccupied. That's where they play hospital. That's where they store their horrible mixtures. Please, use your standing and your celebrity name to put an end to this game. Capella, Olgimsky's daughter, believes that the house will be unlocked today.
I'll do my best, of course. How can I find the house?
Capella mentioned it's next to one of the ruins. My friend couldn't hear them properly. Have you seen those stone stairways to heaven? I think I'd be able to see the house you're looking for from Eva Yan's window. But most importantly, it should be unlocked.
Do people around here leave their doors unlocked?
In exceptional cases or emergencies, yes, we do. But generally, houses are supposed to be locked up because they're occupied by several families. People aren't that scared of losing their own belongings, but they care about their neighbors. And now that everyone's so afraid of the man-eater, of course everything's locked.
In that case, it won't be too hard to find. Anything else from you?
A town like this can't give birth to a killer.
I have a very bad feeling. The same feeling plagued me just before my father died.
I have a bad feeling too. Although I'm generally not superstitious. Okay. Good talk. So, it's this one. It's the one right here. The windows of this house are bricked in. That's the one that they're talking about. It's gotta be, right? Children do fucking love making potions. They can't get enough of that shit. So true. So we're gonna go check on... Oh! Yulia insists I consult her when I meet a dead end. Yeah, let's go check on it. Let's go check on everybody. Hopefully they haven't been killed while I've, been away. Hello, children. Hello there, children. These kids look so fucked up. I love it. Da-da-da-da-da. I still like this still feels like we're setting up a lot of like this feels like a lot of table setting, and I was really hoping I could like see what like, you know, a bit more of what the game would be like, but really I'm just finding it's a lot of dialogue, and I don't hate it, but like just like looking at the general vibes and the writing doesn't I don't feel like I've really accomplished my mission of figuring out what the deal is here. Unless I'm totally off base and this is just what Pathologic is like, in which case, cool. Patho 2 might be better for what you're looking for. Maybe. I might give that like a little try on my off time. But I am like this has been illuminating to an extent. I just figured things would kind of like get going. Oh hey, a place where I can buy shit. Or we cancel up eventually, but it's a lot of talking overall. What do you got? Oh, you've got drapery, got needle, got kerosene. Well, I've got kerosene, so I don't really need it. Day 5 is the shit? Jesus, okay. So it's a long fucking playtime on this first one, huh? What? I wonder how Pathologic 3 will like truncate this earlier section, if at all. Are those two still here? No. Hey, Dean. What do you mean Ellie forgot to fucking raid? Ugh. Motherfucker. Hey, Maria.
Oh, mother.
Okay. Oh, mother. Go check in on the great houses. What time are we at? 10:53. Okay, time is a ticking. That is not the current time, assholes. Fucking embarrassing. Where are you? Where are you, piece of shit? Hey there.
I have a heartache.
How many doctors are there in your town? If we exclude Isidore Barak, Stanislav Rubin is the only doctor here. He's the most competent of Isidore's apprentices. The rest are good for nothing as far as I can tell. They're only capable of distorting the knowledge that their teacher is trying to pass on to them. Do you trust this Rubin? I would trust Rubin with my life. A competent medic of remarkable courage and a laudable integrity. Everything he does is done with appropriate diligence and care. He doesn't like people that much, but he is eager to serve them. Why do you ask? I just wonder what kind of man he is. How do I get to know him? Reuben will come here tonight to get down to examining my brother. You'll get acquainted then. Alright?
So the
Not much else to say, huh? Should start moving faster in day 2, but if the vibe is appealing, you'll probably like the game overall. Definitely a walking and talking sim, though. Is Pathologic 3, like, is it written dialogue or spoken? Like, should I be expected to read stuff? Because that will be fun to do. That could be fun to do with the gang. Hey, bitch.
It is far easier.
Nothing new. Really crazy that I can't go back to the judge and be like, hey, so the other guy is also dead? Oh, cool. So it'll be, hello, young man. Good morals and luck are great help in managing a small community without resorting to violence. Personal standing could do wonders. Sorry, I can't help feasting my eyes on your outfit. Who is the Mad Tailor? Yeah, this outfit is crazy. I was observing on the other model earlier. Difficult to voice solo, yeah. As you saw with my bird voice earlier. It took a toll on me very quickly. I like how much more populated the town has gotten as we've gone on. I guess it's because the day cycle has ticked forward substantially enough. Where are you at? There you are.
I had a feeling you would come.
I found out more about our morning visitors. They turned out to be runaways. Can you imagine?
What have they run away from? A jail? A bedlam? Or a zoo, judging by their appearance?
The Ogimskis have closed the termitary again, and those who have managed to escape from there are now being hunted. Capella told me all about this. Some of them ran away, and some went into hiding somewhere in town. And Capella's worried.
Who's Capella?
Big Vlad's daughter. A beloved daughter, too. She's wonderful and has these abilities. The children follow her as if they are charmed, just like they followed that Piper. Well, she said she wanted to save the fugitive from her family's wrath.
Is that so?
Capella and Vlad the Younger are poles apart. Vlad's primary concern is the interest of the family, so the sister is worried that the brother will kill the runaway. She'd rather have him survive the night and escape into the steppe.
Where could the runaways be hiding?
In a hospice, in Earth. Well, hospice is just a name, really. What, are you planning to visit the place? And help them escape into the steppe before Vlad sends mercenaries after them. That would be a good deed. We've had enough murders, haven't we?
True. I'll see what I can do about it. Runaway butcher, that according to the rumor is likely to be the man-eater, has found shelter here. I should interrogate the suspect before the eccentric Canes get to him. Alright. So, now to cross town. So, apparently I can see the... Oh, yeah, let's check my this. Other tasks. Version, the many-legged fugitive. What kind of games are the local children playing? Laura is worried about them. Or is she worried about the mysterious schmouters they seem to have discovered? If it would put her mind at ease if I could get my hands on it and wrest it away from them. I know where they keep it. I can see the stash from my window in the Stillwater, in a house by the staircase ruin.
The beast-like fugitive.
It seems that reciprocal hatred is not in Eva's heart. My soft-mannered host wants to shelter a runaway serf from the punishment that the authorities would mete out on him if he is caught. It would appear I'm not the only person chasing a criminal tonight. This painting is so fucking early. This is so fucking DeviantArt. I love it. So if I go upstairs, there's a window. Yeah. Not that I recalled. Yeah, none of them are fucking open, so, whoopsie daisy. Though the staircase to heaven, that was the stairs way over yonder, right? Pathologic filmed on iPhone. Huh, just like Tangerine. Oh, there's more? Cool. Ba 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 ba. Let's see. Let's go over to the lump. Don't make our way over to that other side quest where we actually know where it is. Oh, is it that one? Well, there is one. Maybe it's that. Oh, yeah, let's fill up my waters. Yay! Check my inventory real fast. What's the condition on these? Okay, still good. Mate waiters. Okay, music's getting some cunt. You love that. Horizons. You're not familiar with this game? It's very it's a very like source asset library kind of game, yeah. So let's see. So what? Apparently you can see the fucked up house from way up here. I can barely see anything. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, we. Okay. Although I don't know what the fucked up stairs like look like on the map. I think. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. Who needs to be able to see things in the distance? Me! I do. I'd love to be able to perform an investigation in a town that isn't covered in rain and a dreamlike fog. Who ripped this fat vape in town on Gorkin? I was misled as a joke. Awesome, I love that. You're not serious, are you? This town, like, what are these, like, big old facades? This town's architecture is very interesting to me. Okay, I'm gonna check my time. It's almost noon. Okay, here we go. What the fuck is this? Hey bitch. Hello, you're a large man.
Lucky people are bad hands at correcting their faults.
Vlad
Always
Olgimsky.
believe that they're right when fortune backs up their vice or folly.
Okay. Aw, Bachelor Dankovsky, of course. Who else could be so dapper? I've heard quite a lot about you. Have you taken a look around? Be sure to check the state of the industry around here. We have our own ways. Huh, how curious. And what is the current state of your industry? Come now. It's a complicated establishment with 1,000 years of history. A special approach is required to control such a colossus. See where I'm getting at, emissary? It would be pointless to object. I can see we're not really seeing eye to eye. The project is special, very special. That means common standards do not apply here. That would be very naive. You have probably mistaken me for someone else. I have nothing to do with your enterprise.
No, I won't believe in some earthen killer.
Yes, getting everything back on track won't be an easy task. I'd like to inquire about the fate of my colleague, Isidore Barak. About the manner of his death, to be precise. What are you implying? What is this manner you are talking about? Be so kind as to mind your manners. I had nothing to do with it. Don't they say Isidore was murdered by a step demon? A Shabnakadir? There was a thingy, a talon they fished out after the wound. I can take this from kids and weirdos, but you, a respectable negotiant. It's hard for you to believe, isn't it? It used to be hard for many. Take my boy, for example. A scoffer if I've ever seen one. And now even he believes it's real. He went off his head a bit. You're at the step now, esteemed sir, eastern and backwards. The dead arise from their graves here, clay dummies dance and bulls talk. Does he know the step well, that son of yours? He rubs elbows with the rabble, the butchers, odonghe, shepherds, and gatherers. Learns their tongue, collects their legends. He doesn't keep them in check at all. They even dare to come visit him within the premises of the town. If you see a worm creeping through the streets, he's definitely looking for my son. What's wrong with them visiting within the premises of the town? They're dangerous, they're aggressive, and they hate everyone. Who isn't a step person? They'll jump you and kill you on the spot. They'll tear you up with their teeth and devour your flesh while you're still throwing fists at them. So if they're spotted within the town, countermeasures are taken. So your son knows who the murderer is? Perhaps you've even given shelter to them. Hold your horses. You want to talk to my blockhead? No, you have nothing to talk about. He's not here, thankfully. I don't want you two to meet. You hear me? These are tradesmen's words, and I'll stick to them. Huh. Yes, undoubtedly.
Swine. Beasts. I shouldn't have indulged their whims.
How do you think Simon died? I don't think he was murdered. How could he who craved monocracy not perish? He couldn't, not in this place. Balance requires equilibrium. So, what you're saying is Simon's death worked in favor of the local hotshots, huh? Come now. What I'm saying is, when someone takes too much upon themselves, they always end up ground down. That's how life works. Yet they say Simon was the one to bend the circumstances, not the other way around. No one seems to doubt that. Simon has lived a very long life. Very long. He was a worthy man, but long doesn't mean eternal, does it? No one is to blame for his death. Examine the body, you'll see for yourself. It just happened. Kane won't let me examine the body. Well, that is temporary. A family tradition. He's not lying to you, he truly believes Simon was murdered. Were he to admit that Simon simply died of death, he'd probably go to his last home himself. The shock would be too much for the man. That's strange. Georgie Kane didn't appear sentimental to me. All of them are fucking lying about each other. What the fuck is... Hello? What the fuck are you? Hello? What is... Hello? Who's this little friend? Who's this wacky guy? Oh my god? He's just traipsing about. He's just a little silly Billy. I want to see where he goes. Hey, get back here. It's a fucking worm. Oh my god. Can we talk? Can we have a conversation? Dude. Everyone else, no one's reacting. He's just like natural. Hell yeah, baby. Oh, this place rocks. He's got like funny little guys running around. Hell yeah, brother. Oh, my shit just stuttered. Leave me to the factory, huh? Oh, you're going to the bricked up house, aren't you? Interesting. Wait, no, you're not. Whoa! Hey! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey! Oh god. Oh gosh. Oh fuck. Uh-oh. I didn't want to hurt anybody. Oh god. Equip, please. There we go. Attack! Yes! Ha-ha! Had nothing on ya. Whew. Yeah, my health is below half now. Christ alive. That was, scary. But hey, didn't die. Good job, Daniel. I'm inside the bricked up house. Who the fuck are you?
It is easier to govern others than to...
Vlad the Younger. You found me here. Oh well, I'm not surprised. I suppose you're not too surprised by the fact that everyone knows about you either. The rumor of your arrival spread like fire. Why have you come?
I've come for some sightseeing.
There was a peculiar incident yesterday by the spleen. The children were playing in the mud as usual, but then suddenly they ran away from the sandbox and the parents noticed that their hands were smothered in blood. However, none of them were wounded. Neither were any of them surprised.
What's the solution to the puzzle?
When the worried adults came to the place where the children had been playing, they found nothing unusual there, only sticks and stones. What do you make of it?
Your children play peculiar games.
Nice to meet a person of a skeptical mind. I am Vladislav Ogimsky, the younger one, of course. And you are, of course, Daniel Denkovsky.
Nice to meet you.
Katerina thinks Clara is a messenger from heaven. Yeah, right.
These fucking voice lines are so funny to me. These deliveries are really something.
See how it all turns out? I used to keep this place secret, but all these secrets seem so childish now.
What do you think of Simon's death?
It is known that Simon has limited his social activity just before his departure. He only received 2 visitors. I know nothing of the first, but the second was none other than Isidore Barak. The fact he was killed the same night makes you think, doesn't it?
Well, the Olgimskis weren't exactly delighted with Isidore, were they?
You are correct. I'm willing to admit it, as you can see. Were I not absolutely positive that my father is innocent, I would have never confessed to it, even though we share mutual distaste for one another. Father needed Isidore. He was of much use to them, and that is the ultimate argument in my father's favor.
Was he useful as a healer?
Isidore wasn't a doctor. He was much more of an herbalist. He never studied medicine. All his recipes were about plants and roots, so to speak. He was knowledgeable, sure, true, a sorcerer, if you will, but a very different one from Simon, an earthen sorcerer.
I've heard that Simon used to be a sorcerer before.
Simon was a theurgist. Isidore was a witch doctor.
And you think Isidore the witch doctor has managed to achieve the unachievable? A possible theory, but rather questionable.
It is easier to govern others than to prevent being governed.
This is such a funny fucking dialogue system. Vlad, now tell me, did Isidore visit you last night? Tell me the truth, please.
Yes, Isidore did pay me a visit, but don't ask me what we talked about. I have no right to share that with you.
Right. I am going to ask you one more question now. Your answer will determine whether you and I will become friends or enemies.
Well, I'd rather be your friend. Go ahead.
What did you talk about? Tell me the truth, please.
Isidore said, "Note that I'm merely retelling it secondhand." He said there's an epidemic in the steppe camps. An outbreak of Tarbagan sickness, perhaps. The plague, that is. Father had issued an order to lock the termitary up to prevent the infection from getting in.
Do you think Isidore had already been infected when he spoke with you?
He was wrapped in a cloth and smelled of alcohol. He said these were preventative measures, but I still think he could have done all that just to convince me, after failing to convince my father. It was idiotic of me to fall for it.
So he could have already been infected when he visited Simon.
We need to warn Reuben. It's very urgent. He's about to examine Simon as soon as the period of time required by the canes passes. But where is he? I have no idea.
Where is he staying?
I don't know. There was a secret dissecting room in one of the warehouses, but no one knows where exactly. He used to live mostly in the steppe, sometimes sleeping in the termitary or at Lara Ravel's shelter. But he's not there. I know that for sure. He went away to mourn his master. What would you have done if you were with him?
I'd check every warehouse, of course. Perhaps I'd find something.
Where did those ladies...
Okay. So is that it? They're spreading this deadly disease? So I have to, what, all the warehouses? All the warehouses? All the warehouses? Ruben's Prosectorium? Let's try it. Let's try there. Let's try the place that has Ruben's name on it, huh? Is that true? Like, have we uncovered the reason behind the deaths? Wait, what the fuck? Oh, I thought there was something invisible there. If the game is called Pathologic. Can anything be said to be true? I mean, yes. Someone at work today, I had a customer come up to me and be like, I heard a rumor that all the Starbucks stores that don't have drive-thrus are going to be are now closed. And there is literally a non-drive-thru store like a few blocks away from my house. So I was just like, that's not true. And that was that. The way that she like snapped and turned around to look at me. This one Ruben's place, or is it this one? I think it's this one. Shut up, phone. Ruben's Prosectorium. He's got skulls and shit. Nothing in there. Nothing of interest. Damn. Anything in the microscope? Nope. 12:44. Running out of time. Clock is ticking. We are trying to get over here to this. Nothing was added on the map. Let's check my this. Fossil died. Stuck Ruben. The town medic should be warned at once. If he touches the body, he may contract whatever disease still remains there. So where the fuck do I find him? Stock. Yeah, where the fuck could he be? Abattoir, maybe? I mean, it's worth a check. It is one place in the town that I haven't been to. And what, he like lives in the warehouses? I am very curious what that place looks like. Like, is it literally just a big giant fucking thing? There's the boiler room. Really weird town. I love it. Oh, phone's buzzing like hell. Y'all, slow down. Hey, bitch, what do you got? Fresh fish. Oh, we should get some food. Bread. Dried fish. A lemon. What's this? Vegetables. I'm running out of. I'm fucking running out of money. Have some coffee. Have some razors. Have this bullets. There we go. Rations. How's my hunger? Yay, it's cured. I still... Oh, hang on. Drugs. Immunity booster. Let's see. Trying to check my medicine. So I gotta use those to restore my health when I sleep. So let's try not to get hurt and killed. Why is this guy running? Not gonna get in his way, I guess. Where the fuck are we? Okay. We're closing in on this guy. Scrizzy, hi! Hello everybody, thanks for the raid. Oh my god, second one of the night. Let me oh my gosh. Game, cut it out. Hi! What were y'all up to? Tell me about it. Let me pop you one of these. Everyone, give Scroozy a little follow. Send some support for bringing the community over here. Hi. Oh, okay. Gotta find my way over to this, I guess. Sure hope I don't run into any more public executions. That'd suck and it'd be bad. Wait, where am I? That's factory building 1, the old facility. I want to go this way. Was it this place? Yes. You gotta tell this guy to clear out before they try to get and kill him. It's locked. Fuck. Maybe that's just the basement. Maybe there's another way. Maybe the front door is over here. Yay, I was right. Barrel? The fuck is this? It's a little scary. Dark as hell. They gotta have a torch. Hello.
To tame his impertinence, Earth had disgorged a monster from deep within its bowels. Pins are sticking out of the pores of my skin.
Oh, there we go. There's a runaway hiding here. Take me to him.
Why would I?
He's in danger. I'm here to help.
He's a butcher. He won't talk to you. You wouldn't understand him. He's been here for more than a day, but even I can't get him to talk.
It is I who'd rather tell you something. What do you want to tell me?
Big Vlad has plugged the termitary up for a reason. The butcher's mumbling is all over the place, but if you listen carefully, you'll make out tales of such horrors that I get shivers all over. Thousands of people have lost their minds all at once there. Many have died. Something's brewing inside.
Can you lead the runaway out of town?
Really? Why? Here he's entertaining me, and it's dangerous to go out into the steppe anyway. What if his pursuers rip me apart in the streets? What if they think I'm a Shabnakadir? What can you offer me in return for the service?
What do you want?
I'll ask a small favor from you in 4 days. Don't worry.
You won't have to cut your arm off, will you? Will you do it? I will.
Fine. I'll take care of the butcher. He'll disappear. Consider him non-existent. But now you must leave. Don't try watching the door. You won't see anything anyway. And tell the Olgimski's thick-headed bloodhounds that they have no business here. I harbor no killers.
Deal. Thank you. Alright, I'm out of here. Creepy. I am happy to be done with that shit. Okay. So the Canes won't be getting him. Alright, let's go check on the abattoir. Let's see what that place fucking looks like. Is it this like gigantic, like hulking mega structure? Okay, where the fuck are we supposed to find Ruben? It is very, very large. Wow. Is this it's like a mound? Hello? Yeesh. Okay. Just gonna go around. I feel lost as fuck right now. I have no idea. I could straight up, like, I could just try and catch Ruben before, like, wait, hang on. Where is Simon's body being held again? Is it, was it at Isidore's place? Let's see. Oh, the Canes have him? Okay, so he's just here at the Canes compound. So if I just like wait outside the Canes place, I can like catch him before they take him. Okay. So they said by like nightfall, right? Is there like a way in there? Jesus Christ, that's a big fucking place. That's another weird guy. Hey, weird guy, what do you got? Is that another tourniquet? Okay, I'm not gonna give you that. I already have a fucking tourniquet. The avatar looks kind of like it's trying to be an organ of some sort on the map. Yeah, it's really wild, very surreal. Reminds me a lot of there was a game called Indica that I played last year, maybe the year before. Yeah, last year, that also had a lot of like very surreal architecture. Where it's just like very normal Russian villages, and then suddenly you're in like a sardine canning plant where the fish are like 12 feet tall. The areas of the town are named after the parts of a bull. I noticed. Interesting. What does it all mean? Alright, what can I do now? Maybe try to go solve the let's see, do I have any other letters? No, what are just the one from Barack? Where's my quest journal? Let's see. Other tasks. She who gives shelter to runaway workmen will lead the butcher deep into the steppe. May this be comforting enough for kind-hearted Eva. So, maybe tell Eva about that. Maybe, stop by Laura's, stop by Yulia's real fast. Let's check my journal for, let's see. Many-legged fugitive. Let's see. Get my hands on it. I can see the stash from my window in the still water. In a house by the staircase ruin. So, it's a house nearby this staircase ruin over here. Yeah? If you can see it from the window, right? So, let's loop back around. Let's check on Yulia real fast. What are you guys what are you guys doing in chat right now? Or are you guys bigs your eyesing at me? Gets really scared? By the way. What's this? Oh, needle. Don't mind if I do. Oh, a gold ring? Shit. Could you cut that out? Stop smiling sneakily at me. Ugh, gosh. What time are we at? Okay. Trying to make sure I'm still on track to catch Ruben. I cannot let him touch Simon's body. It's a really good thing I was not allowed to see Isidor's body, or I'd get that deadly disease. Hey, the rain stopped. Fucking love this, like, skybox. I miss the days when they would just, like, make big ol', like, Gmod-ass skyboxes in games, and there would just be, like, normal-ass photography of the sky. Loved that shit. I may catch the deadly disease anyway. Something tells me it's not going to be airtight. All right, Yulia, let's have another conversation. I think we got time. Also, about a few more minutes till stream ends. What the fuck is this? I don't know if I saw that earlier. Hey, Yulia.
I'm afraid it's natural. Simon was doomed.
I've yet to meet anyone who can help me in the slightest way find the killer. Do you have any relevant experience? Do you know how a murderer may be found? Not really, but I hunt the killer of all killers in my laboratory. Incidentally, it is more than possible that the killer is hiding in the house of Anna Angel, a thespian of sorts. Now here is another woman worthy of attention. In fact, I heard some ghastly man covered in blood was seen entering her house today. What kind of woman is this Anna Angel? I struggle to imagine a person whose name is less reflective of her inner self. So there's a bloodied man hiding in her house. Where would that be? She lives in a mansion that once belonged to a family of exiles, whose political views led them to a far out town like ours. Because of some ill-conceived sense of camaraderie that they were happy to give shelter to a runaway actress. As soon as she told them she was persecuted by the powers that be. A few years later they died. Suspiciously, if you ask me. Leaving Willow Mellow, their daughter, in the care of their companion. Willow died soon thereafter. Mysteriously. They all died of natural causes, allegedly. Even though Willow was buried in a tightly closed coffin. The body was examined by Isidore Barak, however, and he is not a man who would cover up a crime. Anyway, you would do good to take a look at the house yourself. The mansion is known as the Willows. It stands by the gullet in earth. Anna. Well, I'll get to know her. Interesting. A suspected murderer may be hiding there. Hoo.
I should let some fresh air into the room. I don't feel like it.
Alright. Woman who sucks to be around and everyone hates her. Oh boy. Alright. What time we got? 14:20. Okay. So we can go check that out. Probably have time to do that and then loop back around for Simon. In terms of the in-game clock. In terms of the real-life clock. Really, I should be wrapping up. I'm just too curious to see how this goes to put it down. Let me fill up my shit. I don't I have empty bottles? Wee! I thought I had a bunch of empty bottles of water. How am I doing? Getting some hunger. Getting very exhausted. No infection. That's good. Good job, Daniel. You silly little Billy. Pathologic makes you ask questions like, is this woman a murderer like everyone says she is? Or is she just annoying as hell and people make up reasons to avoid her? Yeah, I'm like, I really have no evidence that you did it. Literally just someone who I believe is smart said that you might have did it. Is that evidence? I don't know. That's not a door, apparently. That looked at the fucking front door of your house. It wasn't. Ooh, funny little cat. And an angel.
Have you met ominous people in circus costumes here?
Amazing voice line. Let's see. Oh, that is really too much. Who the hell are you? Why have you donned this dreadful outfit? My name is Daniel Dankovsky. What's wrong with my outfit? It's snakeskin! Are you a performer? A circus actor? A tamer? Tell me the truth. Calm down. I'm a scientist. A professor, do you understand? I study death. I thought so. I knew someone like that would pay me a visit very soon. How horrible. What's horrible? Everything. Everything's horrible. You came to, you know, after me, right? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Shebnek is an evil man-eater made of clay and bones. She's the murderer.
So that man, he's like dead, right? He's dead, yes. It doesn't take a doctor to see that. Oh, I was so scared. He barged in here all bloody. I thought he was sent here, but he didn't try to attack me. Oh, just look at those hideous wounds. It's like he was cut with precision to mangle the body as much as possible. Who would do something like this? An experienced surgeon. Someone who knows anatomy. His sinews are cut. He was mumbling something to that extent. There's this hunt for Simon Kane's murder going on, right? Well, they mistook this guy for the culprit, even though he was actually a hunter, not a huntee. It was Simon's murderer that wounded him so horribly, wasn't it? Why do you think the man himself is not the murderer? But he was going after the murderer. They tried to ambush him at the station, in case he tries to catch a ride away from the town. And you know what? Their assumptions were correct. This guy did indeed come face to face with the murderer there. Here's the results. Is that what he told you before passing away? Well, yeah. Are you not? Why are you surprised? It makes sense for him to try and explain. It makes sense for him to try and explain why he barged in anyway. His story was very haphazard, though. Actually, he didn't say much at all. But I think I know what happened. You're too kind. By the way, it was Victor Kane who has sent me here to check on you and your guest. I think one of the chasers that was after the poor sod must have informed him about all this. So what do I tell him? Just don't you call anyone here, okay? Please, I'm begging you. If they find a dead man in my house... it's hard to explain, but I promise I'll do so later, when we have the time. I didn't kill him, I swear, and I couldn't have mutilated him so horrendously. I'm not saying you're guilty at all. Whatever gave you the idea? Oh, many people will be more than happy to accredit this blood to my hands. They just need an excuse. A chance to grab me by the arm, and then they'll twist it so hard that I'll even confess. Just help me bury him, will you? I can see a spark of kindness in you. Go to the cemetery, tell the caretaker there's someone less than living in my house. Who's the caretaker? Well, since the old caretaker died, another dark story. Anyway, his daughter is the one who's taking care of the cemetery now. Name's Grace. She'll see to this dead man as though he was still alive and kicking. I mean, figuratively, of course. Okay, Anna. I'll help you get rid of the body. No questions asked. I'm expecting to hear an enthralling story afterwards. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm doing a lot of running around, aren't I? What time is it? I still have time? Jesus, this day has been fucking packed. Where's the body? Wait. They were just talking about... Oh, okay, no, there he is. I can't make out any identifying features on him. I barely even noticed he was there. Jesus. Oh my god. Hello, third raid of the night. How are we doing, everybody? Hi, Sandwichard. Shout out. How was your night, guys? How was the stream? Thanks for bringing everybody in here. All right, where? How much time do I want? Oh, it's not even 9 o'clock yet. Shit. Yeah, a lot of folks. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for the follow, Taurus 101. Welcome in. How's your night? I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do here. I guess I could probably book it over to the book it over to Grace. Hello, I'm Katie. Thanks for the follow. Everyone's clamoring for fucking Pathologic tonight. Yeah, I guess so. Everyone's so excited to watch me walk around in this dismal and terrible, miserable town. I have no fucking idea what's going on, where I am, where the fuck Ruben is. That's a big one. Is this the tavern? No, what the fuck is this? No, what is this place? It's locked. Weird. It's like if Zelda 2 for the NES was in 3D. No, not even close. Pathologic players love to see more people play this truly difficult game. I don't even I fail to like see it being like okay. I feel like I've been really misled when people called this difficult. Like, difficult is such like a flat way to describe like the ways that a game can be like challenging or like or present you with friction. Like, is it going to be difficult as in like I just have to like haul out, like as in like the time pressure is really bad, or the mystery solving is hard, or the writing is really dense, or the quality of life is really poor? What does difficult mean in this context? It's like the best way I would describe this game is like it's very obtuse. It is not like it really expects you to either like be very locked in and paying very close attention to things that are being said, or like writing things down. It really is expecting you to do a lot of heavy lifting in being actively engaged. I'm almost there. What if I follow this track and get to the mouth of the abattoir? Basically expected to fail a bit on the way to the end. Yeah, for sure. What? Fuck! You guys look fucked.
What do you need, kind sir?
Looking for Grace. Where is she?
The caretaker's gal. No Grace round here, as you can see. The place is commonly graceless.
Word about me personally, I wouldn't have come here on my own feet, now would I?
Aye, makes sense. Loads of sense. Putting someone 6 feet under without any roaring thunder. The process demands meticulousness, kind sir, you know that? How long since the stiff's gone stiff?
I have no idea.
You bring 2,000 here, kind sir, we'll bury the devil himself. Let's sing a pretty tune for you to boot. Gotta put even a shabnacker dig back into the ground for 2,000. The sum ain't pretty, I know, but the times ain't kill on the looks either. I can show you the kind sir way out, by the way. You're a big city man. I feel diverse away. Your equipment would cost a fortune in our shops. The poor morons give you their souls for it, but they buy all sorts of crap anyway. I've got loads of money saved up right now, but with the train coming soon and all, them folks are predicted to not starve, and so they're generally gradually selling this stuff. If you become a rich man in a few hours, you would play your cards right.
So, Grace isn't around? You're on burial business. So what? I have to spend 2,000 for this because Grace isn't around. Fuck. Well, that's bad. I adore your voice acting. Thank you, Lily. I feel like my voices are kind of slipping in quality and variety at this point because I've been doing this for a very long time. Like just for 3 hours straight, talking nonstop. Doing commentary, doing voices, doing crazy fucking voices. If you were here from the beginning and you heard my executor voice, my god. Bless you for sticking around. Time 15:22. We should probably start making our way back to the back to the canes. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully doing Pathologic 3 with a more robust voice call. Having people around to like do the voices with me. And like help keep track of shit also. because I cannot parse all this information on my own. Who's this asshole? Just some guy? Yeah, just some guy. Where the fuck am I? Wait, okay, there we go. I was like, genuinely, I can't find my map marker. Oh no, I'm lost. So yeah, I feel like we're not really getting hit like a crazy like big revelation or conclusion on this one. And it will pain me to set the game down after this, but I do want to hurry things along and get into Pathologic 3. Just like I had my little taste of the first game's vibes, and then we'll get into the new one and hopefully be able to evaluate that one. Because like I want to be able to judge that one, you know, as a game, but also, you know, there is the remake component, and I want to have the proper context for it. What are these fucking dudes? Oh yeah, and also the crazy thing is I didn't even find Mark. I still have no idea where Mark and Peter are. So that sucks. Ancient Reptilian Brain and Limbic System are good voices for those two. Oh, there's like some like random like, you know, canned voice lines, sure, but like the majority of the dialogue is not spoken. Mark only appears at night. I see. Town Theater. I've completely missed that place. All right. Let's go looking for the kid's house. The remake gets weirder with the presentation of the story sometimes. That's interesting. It's just like able to do more interesting stuff since it's on a beefier hardware, I suppose. I like that. Can you get inside here? Where's the fucking... Why you put a sign here? There we go. What do you got for sale? Drapery and kerosene. Not interested. Horizons. We've discussed that, like, they're remakes of, like, certain routes in the game. So the best analog would probably be, like, the FF7. And I've, like, mentioned that also, where it's, like, whenever I do stream the Final Fantasy VII remake games, I feel comfortable in my choice to skip the classic game. Because I've already played a little bit of the classic game myself, and I understand, like, what the deal is and, like, what's being changed. Enough for the change to be perceptible. Okay, that's another bong. So it's 4 o'clock. Played FF7 for review before it released? That's crazy. What'd you have to do to swing that? Gotta play Patho 3 so I can watch those streams but still experience myself mostly blind. Get on that shit. I don't know when those will be. They're the Pathologic 3. Oh, hey, we got let inside. Yummy. Get some bread. The Pathologic series will probably be on like a poll rotation sort of thing. So showing up on the People's Friday from time to time. Get support for a coverage YouTube channel a few years ago. Oh, dang, cool. Doing the big 2020 games, awesome. Who the fuck are you?
May I inquire as to how you found this place, sir?
I'm investigating the murder of Simon Kane. You will answer my questions. Question 1. Who are you?
Yeah, we're playing here. Rehearsing, actually. Also looking for something. We need it for the game. Nothing special, just some junk.
That doesn't sound too convincing. I'm not a man to be trifled with, little scamp. I know everything.
Yeah, well, it can't be fixed now anyway. All right, I'll tell you. Who knows? Perhaps you'll even be of help. The kids are in danger. We've come here to get schmouters, but someone has already looted the cash. Maybe it was Capella's doing. She probably distributed them amongst the minions, the pagan.
Capella? Tell me about her.
Capella's Capella. Even though she's our foe, we still respect her. She's luring kids out of the tower, trying to organize a sect of some kind. And they worship her, like, for real. Well, that's understandable. She's the kind of girl you can even fall in love with. Too bad she's not on our side. Of the river, that is. Pride is the downfall of everyone.
So you're saying she's distributed the schmouters among the kids, right?
The little ones are playing academic again. They wanted to get their hands on these damn schmouters so very much. So now we need to catch the kiddies. And I mean all the kiddies in town, one by one, and pry the schmouters off their hands. See, the common opinion is that schmouters can cure all kinds of ailments and stuff, but in truth, they're deadly.
Why were they produced in the first place, then?
An adult will be severely poisoned. They'll be bedridden for a week or so, but then that's it. But it spells doom for little kids.
How are children supposed to cure themselves, then?
Children? All children should come from our polyhedron. They'll be safe there.
Oh, you mean that odd structure next to the crucible? Please don't tell me someone's living in there.
The specular tower on the other side of the river. There is no death, no grief, no boredom, and no disease there. That is proven for certain. Only dumbheads leave it voluntarily, if you ask me. You have to be an absolute thick and heartless creature lacking any semblance of imagination to refuse something of the sort.
Alright, I get the general gist. Hey, another one. Explain your... What's wrong with your head? Who is... I'm done reading. Okay. There's just multiple of these funny little kids walking around. Oh, can I have another... Can I not have my this? I'm so curious if the polyhedron will be like in 3. Me too. Why do you have this painting? The fucking wall art in the homes in this village is just astounding to me. The artistic sensibilities here in town on Gorkin are just fucking bewildering. Alright, let's start making our way back to the Crucible. We want to be able to catch Reuben in time before he gets a deadly disease. Pardon me, everybody. Everyone in town on Gorkin loves Goya. Yeah, this is a fucking Goya ass town. Yeah. My exhaustion's getting pretty bad. Pretty soon I'll have to go to bed. Bye. I love like the driving music there. All right. How does one find a Reuben? Also, hey, aren't you those same kids, but you're just missing the dog heads? Hey, God. Tell me about all of the stuff. I have lots of curious things. Nah, I'm good. Pathos soundtrack is genuinely haunting. Oh yes, very atmospheric. Do-do-do-do. Okay, so what do I just hang out here and wait for Reuben to show up at this point? Yeah, these kids kind of are giving Liquid Snake, aren't they? God damn it. The long coats aren't helping. Oh my god. I can't unsee it, Horizons. Oh, it's so funny. Oh my god. They totally look like fucking Liquid Snake in Metal Gear Solid 5. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. No, wrong character, Horizons. What? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the why did that just happen? What's your problem? They just beat her up for no reason. Taking your shit. Don't mind if I do. What was that about? Mission about paranoia, misogyny. Ah, I see. So they just like beating up random women in this town, huh? That's fucked. I am in the right place for intercepting Ruben, right? Like this is where he's gonna show up to do the examination. They're keeping him here. I am vibing with this. There's probably more stuff I could be doing. Probably stop to the canes. Okay. Bong. Ding 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 ding. Hey bitch.
I feel almost
Nothing. Thought the body was in a pocket dimension. Yeah, it's in a focus. Oh, hey!
It'll take them a long time to find me.
Found him! Let's see. Greetings, friend. I heard news of your arrival. Everyone has. Are you here to examine the body as well? My dear colleague, I do hope you haven't touched it yet. I haven't. Is there a problem? Simon's body, wherever it is, poses a dire threat. I suspect he has died of a contagious disease. Are you sure? Well, it doesn't matter anyway. If it's that thing again, what do you think it is? Judging from what I've been found so far, it could be febris typhoidea, or plague. I don't believe it. A second outbreak. Wait, I need to regain my senses. Are you sure about this? What do you mean? What do you mean what you say? I am. And I do. If it's the sand plague, Master's death was so untimely. And if it's the sand plague, we'll have a few more days to live. You see, I have no idea how to stop it. No one does. So you're already familiar with the disease. I'm only making assumptions. I don't want to believe this. I'd rather have any other plague than this. We have no time to waste. The body must be inspected, isolated, destroyed if necessary. You must take protective measures for that. Of course. We need your diagnosis before we can provide reasonable protection. At the moment, you can only buy yellow immunity boosters at the drugstores. They're no good. But I'll try to do something about this. We'll need to take some remedies from Master's old workplace. Did you know he was murdered by his son? An atrocity. His son had nothing to do with this. I presume Isidore was infected by Simon and died of the same disease, or vice versa. But let's not waste any more time. You're right. Let's make haste. I'll get everything ready for the examination. Meanwhile, let's arrange for the body to be isolated. Kane is keeping it in a cold place. I'll keep you informed. If we act deliberately and with a calm mind, we can prevent this epidemic. Stay strong. I won't leave you on your own. Well, there we go. Let's see. The sun will set in 4 hours. Unless you're able to recognize the Shabnak's guise, she will kill you before nightfall. What? What the fuck? Katarina. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and do a save here. And that's going to be where I leave off Pathologic Classic, I think. So the stage is set. We have our premise going into Pathologic 3. I'm excited to try that one out. I'll look forward to that one on the poll rotation. Make sure you are subscribed and in the Discord server and have your accounts linked and everything. If you do that, every Friday, including today, there will be a poll for the game that I play next. The poll for next week, let me just like go over here to my little polls channel and like double check my options real fast. It will be Hades 2, Unbeatable, Routine, Blueprints, and Skate Story. Those will be the 5 eligible for next week. Week after that, Pathologic 3 will be on the rotation. So, you guys should make sure, if you want to see more Pathologic, you guys should be locked in, have your sub and everything, so you can vote for it to be on the next People's Day. Get that shit locked in, figure that thing out. It's really, it's kind of exciting. I'm really excited to see what this game has in store now. Really fucking weird game. Really happy that you guys were into this. I'm excited for more as well. Let me read you guys out to somebody else. Let me see who else is live. Let me see who all I've got here. Then I am going straight to bed. I am pretty tired and ready for a big ol' nap. It's been a long week. I've been very, recovering from sickness always sucks. I've had some, some little bit of solace, a lot of movies, a lot of good times, but I'm just so fucking cooked. I'm gonna send you guys over to Sailor X Garnet, playing some Spiritfarer. In fact, doing a little charity stream, raising money for Feeding America. So go check that out and see if you can, spare some money to donate. It looks like they're a little bit more than halfway to their final goal of 1,200. So go check that shit out. Thank you all to everyone who raided tonight also. Like, really nice turnout for this too. Like, this will be a cool one to see more of. Make sure to check out the next stream, which will be on Sunday. We're going to be going back to Silent Hill F for our second playthrough of that game. Going to see if we can get more of the true ending of that and see what the whole deal is there. Really liked Silent Hill F last year, so this will be a really cool one to check out too. Less of me reading moody dialogue and more of just getting scared. Anyway, go check out Garnet. Send some love for the channel. Put lots of bois in chat. Put lots of emote spams if you can. And we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Alright, and there goes the stream. There goes the stream.